my first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
All right. Hey, let me know if y'all can hear me. My internet is already starting off janky and shit. Let a brother know. Can you put one in the chat? Yes, no, maybe so. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
It's good, fam. Miles, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Everything cool. I can hear you. Yep.
I don't know
What's going on?
my internet, dog. Okay. What's going on? I'm good. So let me just say what's up to some of the people that got up in here. We got up in here. Jonathan, Wicked Scorpion, Renee P. How you doing? Phoenix Smiles, June Sports, Dukalux. Who else we got up in here? Technique.
Vasily, what up?
79. I saw him up in here too. ProZMX, Brandon F. What is it? Scales Fitness, Vandali, Lushaba. Hey, if I'm mispronouncing it, bro, I'm just it is what it is. NP, look. Okay, so y'all, look, check it out. What are we talking about today? How your relationship with sex creates a warped sense of reality. Now, there's 3 videos I'm going to show you. One of the videos is a group of women talking. The other 2 videos are 2 guys who, in my opinion, are very delusional. One of them is a YouTuber. Some of y'all gonna recognize this goofy nigga, okay? He's goofy to me. Now, if y'all like him and y'all follow his shit, whatever. But to me, he's goofy, right? And I just want to show you guys how oftentimes both men and women, but really you men, you create these dynamics in your life where you pedestalize sex too much. You make sex too special. You attach too much value and too much concern to sex. Now, sex has its place. Sex is a great thing, right? If you wanted to father or mother children, you can use sex to facilitate that. Also, if you just want to enjoy yourself, sex could be used for that. But oftentimes in our society, we put sex too much at the forefront where it literally impacts individuals' abilities to have healthy relationships, in my opinion. So before we go any further, Miles, you got anything you want to plug? Anything you want to add to it, fam?
Yes, sir. You already know. Get that soap. You know, hit that QR code in the joint to scan. You scan right there and order your soap. And shout out to everybody, man. The new masculine identity membership is how to get a woman to respect you, through your masculine identity. So make sure if you're on the membership, then of course you got access to it. But if you want to check that out, of course, join the masculine identity membership. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Shout out to Jay Roman. Shout out to UK Zag. And then shout out to Corey 2 S's for the super sticker, 99-cent super sticker. Appreciate it. All right.
Jay
What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, Jay?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. Life is always good, but still a story to tell.
Oh, and shout out to y'all
before we get into this.
The Cigar Lounge, Mac and Mondays. It's a good show. Make sure everybody tune in to Mac and Mondays with 1950 and Jay Roman on it. Make sure y'all tune into that, man.
There we go. That's about it.
All right, so fuck it. Without no further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, here's my caveat. Here's my disclaimer. For all you men and women listening, however you decide to view sex, whatever your personal relationship with sex, do you. But all I'm trying to say is this. Don't allow your delusions. Don't allow the illusions to interfere with reality where you can't even enjoy dating. You can't even enjoy being in a relationship because you've placed too much emphasis on sex. Again, it has its place. Okay, cool. Go ahead. You got it, right? You want to send it to him, Miles?
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that, Phil.
All right. Got to check in with the host first. You feel me?
Okay, no. You know, anybody from the Real Game No Theory panel, anytime they want it, they can get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pause. Anytime they want a link, they can get a link. So, gotta clean that shit up.
Yeah,
somebody might clip that and say some shit.
Important. Sometimes it's important to say the full sentence. These days.
You gotta say the full sentence. Facts. We gotta give.
We slang a lot of things, but
complete thoughts are important. I say that shit on my lives all the time. Niggas be in the chat talking shit, and I'm like, listen, if you can't give me a complete thought, I can't answer the question, bro.
There you go. So, fuck it, let's go ahead and get into this, man. Let me add this. And we're gonna. How long is this shit? I don't know how long this joint is, but we're gonna listen to it. And there's some things I want to break down because there's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of shit where people perpetuate a myth or a narrative that's not always accurate. But let's go ahead and share this, and let's go ahead and listen to these young ladies talk about whatever they're gonna talk about. What is that? Hold on.
I think it's important.
Let me run it back.
I want to spank
that women, the way that our brains work is different than the way that we.
Can y'all hear that? It's low to me. Can y'all hear it though?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay.
And brains work. So when a woman has sex with a man, your brain releases oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone, every single time. So that's why like women will have sex with a man repeatedly, and like you'll start to feel like you're in love, and it's like, oh my God, this is the person. And this man can have sex with you so many times and never feel a thing because men only release oxytocin when they're in love with you already. So I would say the best bet is to wait until you're engaged, married. I would say wait until you're married, but at least wait until you know like this man is in love with me, because you will find that you are bonding yourself to somebody that's not bonding themselves to you, and that's going to take you so much longer to like get over that and to release that like tie that you have with the person. So those are the two. The way that.
Okay. First of all, she's full of shit. let's just get that out the way. Now, this is what I'm looking at, right? Now, shout out to the sisters, but here is the problem. When you allow social conditioning and even religion to one degree or another, when you allow that to be your sole source of information and you don't rely on yourself and you don't rely on what you're really seeing out here, to me, you can almost be brainwashed to believe some shit that ain't accurate. So let's just look at the caption. The science behind why you should never have sex with the man unless you're married. There is no science behind that shit. Now, if you want to talk about pseudoscience, if you want to talk about your personal perspective or your own opinion or your belief system, fine. You can have your belief system where you have beliefs around when you pick and choose to have sex. Fine. I would never diminish anybody's belief system. But when people start bringing science into it, that's where I have a problem with the shit. So I'm going to play it back and I'm going to stop it at a particular point and I want to address something.
that women, the way that our brains work is different than the way that men's brains work. So when a woman has sex with a man, your brain releases oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone, every single time. So that's why like women will have sex with a man repeatedly, and like you'll start to feel like you're in love, and it's like, oh my God, this is the person. And this man can have sex with you so many times and never feel a thing, because men only release oxytocin when they're in love with you already.
Okay, she said men only release oxytocin when they're in love with you already. She tried to make it seem like oxytocin is only released during sex. So here, Zach comes with the real shit. Let's move this fake shit that she's talking about to the side and talk about some real shit. So let's break this shit down, right? And let me plug the joint again.
Wow.
How your relationship with sex creates a warped sense of reality.
Right.
So, number one, what is oxytocin? Oxytocin is a natural hormone that manages key aspects of the female and male reproductive systems, including labor and delivery and lactation. For you guys who don't know, that means milk coming out the titty, right? As well as aspects of human behavior. Now, let's break this shit down. The main purpose of sex, I don't give a fuck what your personal belief is. I don't give a fuck what your relationship with sex is. The main purpose of sex is to reproduce, is to procreate. If you take a look at the female genitalia and the male genitalia, there's two main purposes. One is to procreate. The second is to discard liquid waste. That's it. All the rest of that bullshit that people attach to sex, that's your own personal shit. Period. Now, let me say this. Okay, let me jump to something else. I'm gonna pass it to you in just a moment. I'm on my soapbox right now. Give me a second. All right. Oxytocin is connected to such life-affirming activities as maternal behavior, lactation, selective social bonding, and sexual pleasure. Selective. Let me explain something to you guys. If you were talking to a woman and you guys were making googly eyes at each other smiling, oxytocin is being released at that moment in time. You ain't even got to touch her for that to happen. Now, if you guys were to share a warm, intimate embrace, oxytocin again is being released. It has nothing to do with sex. Now, it could have something to do with sex, but it's not just sex. Oxytocin is being released whenever you experience any type of pleasure. It doesn't have to be sexual. You could be getting a fucking massage. You know, you can have a cramp and somebody could be knocking that cramp out and oxytocin is being released. Now, let me go to this. Low oxytocin levels have been linked to depression. Learn to combat this by increasing oxytocin levels naturally. So in parentheses is what I added. Sexually frustrated males. Just about every sexually frustrated person is depressed. A lot of these niggas on YouTube that talk about body count and all this other goofy shit, a lot of these guys are sexually frustrated males. They are depressed. They have low oxytocin levels. How do you know? Because they ain't fucking. That's how you know. Guys who are fucking, we're always releasing oxytocin. Now, also, when you actually ejaculate, there's oxytocin being released via that. Now, gentlemen, before we continue, y'all got something y'all want to add to this shit?
Well, you know, I have been known to fall in love with paper towels and tissue because, you know, when you release it,
Charmin is really soft. Really
I'm telling you, Angel Soft and Charmin, nigga, goddamn. No, no, you bring up a good point. You know, a lot of these people love to say things about like sex and all this different shit, all this like, you know, crazy romanticized shit. But like you said, like oxytocin and all that other shit comes out even when you meet someone, when you're smiling with someone, because here's the thing with attraction. And to me, this goes back to attraction, where you cannot plan attraction and you cannot force attraction, right? Attraction happens just based on the chance of you just being the type of guy that a woman is attracted to. You understand? See, you know, and a lot of times people try to make themselves attracted to a certain thing because of what social media says or what society says. But when you are this is why I encourage guys to get off social media, get off the dating app, and get to the face-to-face meeting, because to me that's the only true like indicator or assessment of attraction, right? Because here's the thing: when a lot of chicks be swiping on Tinder together, right? They be with their homegirl, their roommate, and they get on Tinder and and even if they see a nigga that they might like, because they know their friend might not like, they'll swipe left on it, and it'll be a part of that hive mind situation. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, you gotta get with the person face to face, and then that's when they hear the sound of your voice, the feel of your vibe, and then their body. You understand? Their mind, their instinct, and the hormones that we just talked about literally decide the attraction. You understand? And then that's what the sexual and physical attraction. Yes. You see what I'm saying? So she's talking about just sex. And the problem with a lot of these chicks, to be honest, man, is that so many of them been played, so many of them been, lied to and manipulated after giving up the pussy and all that. They try to create these arguments, because notice what she said towards the end. She said, this is why I suggest that you wait till engagement or wait till marriage to do this and do that. Why would you wait till engagement? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're obviously just trying to figure out the closest point in time for you to have sex that is socially acceptable based on whatever religion or situation you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's, you gonna wait till engagement? No, don't wait till engagement. Wait till marriage. As a matter of fact, wait till you're ready to have kids, right? Forget the pleasure of sex. Only have sex to procreate. Let's follow the rules of the Bible to the fucking letter then. Don't want me for my dick. Want me for my sperm, because it's time for us to start a family. And if we have 4 kids, that means we only gonna have we only gonna have sex 4 times in the course of this whole entire fucking marriage. You understand? And then when we start to look at how ridiculous that sounds, because we know we all want to, partake in the pleasurable experience of sex, then it starts to sound ridiculous, because we're human beings. You see what I'm saying? So, like the title says, a lot of things become warped, due to any person's relationship to sex. Because let's be honest, guys, on the flip, right here, we're talking about a panel of women, but on the flip side, guys do the same fucking shit. If they get cheated on by a bitch at a young age, they'd be like, oh yeah, a bitch cheated on me, so now my heart turned cold. So now I'm looking for low body count bitches, and I'm only pumping and dumping because blah, blah, blah. It's the same shit. It's a bunch of people who they probably look at a bad experience, and instead of, being realistic about shit, they had all these expectations. And then when somebody lets them down, it like you said, it warps their perception to relationships and sex and all that. It warps their relationships, period. You understand? It warps their mentality towards people, exactly. And especially towards people of the opposite sex. But go ahead, you guys got it.
No, I agree. First thing I thought of was 2 different things. Was one, we're always trying to make excuses for the choices that we make, like it's no longer in our control.
Right.
And so, here you have this will explain why even though you said that you were just friends with benefits, why you fell in love with him. This will explain why you accepted him, even though he wasn't as you deemed good enough. There's always a reasoning or excuses that we're always trying to kick for different things.
Right.
And I think this is right here is just one of them. Let's say it's science on the reason why we fell for this guy, because right. While we were doing it, the endorphins kicked in. Right. And this is it, And then on the opposite side, I thought about the guys, right? And Zach said, hey, you ain't getting a lot of endorphins because you ain't getting none. Right. So here we got this guy that's finally getting a little endorphins running through his body, and he don't know how to take it. He freezes, and he thinks, I was nervous. I was just the moment was too much. She was just too bad, and she was this, and here we go. It's another excuse. Those endorphins hit you, and so you didn't know really what to do. You had an overload of endorphins because you ain't used to it. And the thing is, these are all choices that people are making and trying to find excuses instead of better themselves.
Right.
So
man, shout out to my niggas, man.
On,
shout out to my niggas, man. I seen the topic. I was like, my niggas is cooking today. My niggas is cooking today. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
So Fifth, there was a video clip that I played. You want me to replay it so you can jump in?
Yeah. Let me peep real quick. Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
All right, hold on. Let me go back.
Scientifically, you explaining why she fell for that thing.
Well, they got
let me add it to the joint.
The way that women, the way that our brains work is different than the way that men's brains work. So when a woman has sex with a man, your brain releases oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone, every single time. So that's why like women will have sex with a man repeatedly, and like you'll start to feel like you're in love, and it's like, oh my God, this is the person. And this man can have sex with you so many times and never feel a thing, because men only release oxytocin when they're in love with you already. So I would say the best bet is to wait until you're engaged, married. I would say wait until you're married, but at least wait until you know, like, this man is in love with me, because you will find that you are bonding yourself to somebody that's not bonding themselves to you. And that's going to take you so much longer to like get over that and to release that like tie that you have with the person.
It's a red pill woman, man.
All right, brother, you done heard that bullshit.
Yeah. It's a red pill woman, man. They start talking about body counts and shit, nigga. That's a red pill woman. But you know, dog, I mean, this is why we should never listen to women, dog. I mean, this is a prime example, dog. I mean, you know, she I think she's heard that before, and she probably believes it, probably never even read into it, and none of that. But man, let me just say this, man. For all you men that believe that reality from a woman, you're a fool. I hear a lot of men say the exact same thing, though. I don't know where or how they come up with this conclusion. I know they try to make it scientific, but ultimately, when a woman is into you, she's gonna give you everything she got, dog, and more. And when she's not, she ain't. And then what's all this waiting part? Like, I don't understand the waiting part. Like, I don't understand why is that a big talking point now for a woman. Like, you know, we know that women don't have a clock on them, dog. Mm-hmm. If she's into you, she's fucking the shit out of you, right? Or it could be that same hour. You know what I mean? It's no boundaries, dog. I don't understand how she can even make that point.
So can you hear me? There's a delay.
Yeah, there's a small delay on your part. I think it's because of the speed, whatever your internet is doing. That's because of that's the reason why you get a delay.
You
bro.
got the boost mobile internet over there, nigga?
You got something, man. You got to just go ahead and pay for the. You got to go ahead and just pay for the top tier joint.
Treat yourself, man.
Yeah, man. I said that shit long time ago.
The T-Mobile joint.
Oh, nah, you can't.
You can't do T-Mobile. Xfinity.
Nah,
If
exactly.
there's nothing wired, it ain't working.
Yo, we got Lucario on the line. Lucario, what's going on with you?
What's up? Real quick. I was watching and I'm just laughing and shit, so I have to call in real quick. So the funny part about the video is that if you notice, she said, if you keep having sex with this guy, then you're gonna get attached. What does that mean? That means she keeps having sex with him because she likes that guy. It has nothing to do with oxytocin. She just likes that guy and she's catching feelings by continuing to be consistent with him sexually, and she likes to do it. Because check this out. Notice women never talk about the oxytocin shit when they have a one-night stand and it was terrible. The dick was trash. How come they're not attached to that guy, right? Then on top of that, she said that a guy has to wait to fall in love with you to get the oxytocin. What she's really saying is the loser who's gonna wait to have sex with me because he's invested all his time and energy in me. Now I assume he's in love with me and he's gonna stay. But the reason why he's staying is because he's a loser who waited to have sex with you. So what type of guy is in love with a woman he hasn't fucked? Or in love in general? Guys shouldn't be in love. That's a whole nother story. But what type of guy is all about you and he ain't fuck you?
Right.
Or really into you like that? It's the type of guy that's gonna wait. Who's the type of guy that's gonna wait? The loser. So of course the perception is, oh, this guy is really into me because he loves me now, he's going to stay. No, he's going to stay because he's invested a lot of time and energy because he's the loser that's going to do that. So what they're doing is that they're finding ways to talk about like regular, normal type of shit and try to make it scientific so that they can have an excuse for being losers. That's all this whole thing is. That's really what. It's about.
And shout out to 50. Like he said, she sound like a red pill female. That's what she sound like.
Yeah.
And it's it's like let me figure out again. A lot of it is just trying to analyze why I'm a loser. That's all it is. Instead of just accepting the fact that I'm a loser, let me analyze it so I can at least sound smart about why I'm a fucking loser.
Right, because like the whole part where
you know what's so funny?
To be in love with you first. How the fuck is it that within itself shows me she's talking about guys who got no game who wait around for women to allow them to fuck them. That's basically what she's talking about.
Right.
Well,
exactly.
Have y'all ever noticed that both men and women, when they have trouble in relationships or they have trouble keeping people around, they always attribute it to sex?
Right.
Like guys will say, "Oh, she can't pair bond because she's had one too many penises. That's why." And then women will say, "I had sex with him too soon. That's why." No, he don't like you like that.
She can't pair bond.
Yeah, I don't be knowing what these words is, man.
What's that supposed to mean?
Pair bond. I don't know what that is.
Pair bond.
Pair bond. Man.
All right, y'all. I'm about to get out though, but I just had to say that shit. That shit was hilarious.
I'm serious, Zach. I don't be knowing. Just like a couple months ago, y'all taught me about code approach, and then I find out that's some shit I've been doing for years, right? So it's like these new terms for some simple stuff that cats should be doing naturally.
Right.
So what pair bond, what it really is, right? Number one is pseudoscience. It's not even real science. Okay, what it really is, hey man, don't move out the way. What it really is back in the 1940s, some scientists, they took some animals, some rodents, some birds, they put them in a lab, they had offspring, and they basically observed these animals in the lab. And they say, oh, that particular animal, the male, fucking rat or whatever, when I noticed that once the mother conceives, he stays for a little while and he dips. Oh, we noticed that this other male fucking duck or whatever, he stays the whole time and he's there to rear the young. So what it was, they said, oh, okay, we wonder if we can attribute this to humans in any way. So what happened was some smart dumb niggas on the internet said, oh, women can't pair bond if they had one too many dicks. That was never even the true science behind it. But niggas just made up shit. You know what I'm saying? To perpetuate propaganda and to perpetuate their false narratives because people are trying to figure out why they suck. You know what I'm saying? Why people don't want to stay with them, why they keep getting cheated on, shit like this. And they try to logically and or scientifically explain why they have lackluster relationships. And it's all goofy.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm 100% agree with you, Mouse. Like, these cats are trying to find an excuse for everything.
Yeah, all of it is a cope. It's a cope. These chicks are just trying to cope. You understand? These chicks are just trying to cope. That's all. It's because look, it's hard for people, especially women, man, because they got the hive mindset. They need to be accepted. They need for somebody to validate their opinions. You understand? And so if they could come up with a reason to make somebody agree with them, then that's what allows them to feel safe in life in general. You get what I'm saying? So, as men, if you're a man, most often than not, even if you're in a small percentage, it's easy for you to be like, look, this is what I do. And that's how it is. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas think. It is what it is. This is what I do. Right. Because as men, we know that we have the power to build and create whatever circumstances we need for our success and our survival. A woman, on the other hand, she knows she has to depend on someone or something for her survival. So she has to have somebody agreeing with her to some extent. You understand? And this is why, red pill niggas sound so bitch made in a lot of cases, because they're literally going they're going with the nature of the feminine, meaning that they're trying to look for different things to get people to agree with them, because they need for a group of guys to understand how they feel so they can feel secure in their opinion or their identity.
So can I use this term correctly if I say the reason why you can't pair bond is because your house is dirty, your kids is bad, and you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to treat a guy when he comes through? Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Is that the proper way of saying it? Because
I seen brown white socks in the corner.
Your pair of bonding skills is real low because you don't know how to take care of a house and home.
When you come over to J. Roman house,
would that be a proper way of saying it, Zach? You know, I don't know
how
these other cats would say it, but you know,
I'm kind of liking it. And shit.
I kind of like, hey, you don't know how to listen. Your pair bonding skills is real low.
You know, and truth be told, most like real pair bonding issues when it comes to females or even some men, it has more to do with like trauma, like sexual trauma, like being abused or molested from a young age and certain other things like that. You understand?
If people fucked up out here, man.
If there's a real problem with pair bonding, that's where it truly comes from. You understand? The rest of these niggas they just want to talk about body counts because they insecure that bitches got high body count and they wasn't included in the body count. That's all.
So basically,
speaking of body count,
it means keeping a man. Then pair bonding basically means keeping a man.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's where the human aspect comes in. The real thing about pair bonding is whether or not you're rearing offspring together. So in other words, if me and a woman get together and we have kids together and we don't work out, but yet we continue to raise those kids together, we successfully pair bonded, right? Now, for all you mother-raised niggas that don't know your father, he never successfully pair bonded with your mother. That's why she raised you by herself. I just want to point that out, right? So anyway,
so they're pair bonding deficient.
And that's what it could be. These niggas, they
I'm so sick of
they
these
didn't get
little
enough
words.
oxytocin growing up. They didn't get enough affection from their daddy and shit. Like, that could be it. Who knows, right? So I want to play this, and I want to show the other side of the coin, where when I say how your relationship,
this a red pill nigga too, though.
Yeah, but look at the nigga he's talking to now. 53. He's talking to a nigga that's 53 years old. Now let's see how this nigga sounds.
At 53, do you care about how promiscuous a woman's past is?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want anyone that's been ran through, right? But at my age, I think, my pickings might be a little slim. So I'll definitely have to make some exceptions.
Well, describe and explain the term ran through. What do you mean by that?
Well, like someone who has multiple partners during their course of life, right? So we all look for someone who is not promiscuous, right? But to find that at my age might be very slim.
But do you think it's fair to expect that at even any age in today's day to find a virgin woman?
Right. You shouldn't. No, that's almost impossible. I would like someone who did not have that type of past, but I'll be more than happy. I'll be more than willing to talk to you and understand who you are, as long as you're a good woman at heart.
What would you say the limit is? The absolute limit for you is
5'6".
Oh my God!
And 53. She's allowed one a decade.
Right there,
bruh. She had 5 last week.
This is how warped guys' sense of reality is.
Yo, did that nigga say he was 53?
This nigga said
53 and grew up as a bitch.
You see, and niggas be asking me all the time, Miles, at what age did you figure out the game? I'm like, nigga, it's you don't just, what I'm saying? It's not you don't just wake up one day and figure out game. And everybody move at their own pace, because you can see this nigga's 53 years old and he still ain't figured it out.
He's fucked.
So
his life is fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? But game is a lifelong thing, because this nigga he need to come to us for coaching. And I don't think anybody on this panel is 53. You see what I'm saying? So
no, I'm not.
No.
Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Too many bodies with the wrong or right guys can afflict damage. Look at the guys that are in and out of jail. Those experiences does something to people. What does having a lot of sex got to do with people being in jail, though?
Tell that nigga to call in. Call in.
Delaware. Chris, call in with this goofy.
Call in. This is a free call in show, so call in. Because
these are the type of questions I can always tell they don't have no foundation, so they won't call in.
Right.
You know, they just kind of throw it out there because they heard it. But like again, if like this 53-year-old man, back to him, you know, you can tell that he don't get no bitches. Because once you've been around enough women in your life and experienced women, you know how women, first of all, when the shit started like 13-year-old for the fucking girls, man. You know, these fucking animals out here. Nigga, they're after women at a very young age. And so women are approached on a regular basis. Approached, talked to from their work, from on the street, and this motherfucker said 5. 5 motherfucker. Unless the bitch was married to her high school sweetheart for 30 years, the nigga done died, and she done messed with a couple extra niggas after that. That'd be the only way that motherfucker shit gotta happen. Even then, we don't know what she's doing in that relationship. They may be getting down differently. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't like the way he started and commented on himself. He conceded the whole way through. He was like, at my age and you know how I look now, I need to make some,
slim pickings for me.
Slim pickings for me. Like
adjustments. Some adjustments.
And shout out to Boxing Plug Dave with the $5 super chat. He says, salute to the panel of kings. Great show. Thank you for the game. All right. And guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392. You have another video, Zach? I think you said 3 videos, right?
Yeah, let me go. Let me go ahead and get that ready right quick for you guys, man. Hold on, right quick.
I like that twins hat, nigga. That shit's clean.
What the motherfucker? Hold on, real quick. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Now at this age that I'm at, I have to realize slim pickings for myself.
Yeah, slim pickings for myself.
So I go for the low hanging fruit.
Right.
But not too low. Maybe 5 bodies on them.
Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay, did you?
Well, you know what's so funny, Jay Roman? Go ahead. Well, go ahead, Fifth. Go ahead.
No, go. No, you good. You good.
No, you know what's so funny? Because he said, as long as she's a good woman at heart, I'm trying to figure out what does a woman's body count got to do with her being a good woman at heart?
Right.
I've never heard of a chick who's had 20 dicks in her life, which is low for a woman in her 50s, 40s. But I never heard of a woman who had 20, 30, 40 sex partners automatically treating guys like shit. And then a woman who's only had 4 or 5.
Cherokee is a very nice woman. I'm sure Cherokee is very nice. I mean, I would love to meet Cherokee, nigga.
Shout out to Cherokee too. Shout out to Cherokee. If you know, you know.
No doubt.
You know.
If you know, you know.
She is well-rounded. She's one well-rounded woman. All right, so let's play this goofy shit. I got that shit. All right, so let's play this goofy shit.
This body count will always matter because a woman's purity is the value that men seek for in a relationship. We don't want our woman with experiences. Every man wants to give experiences and share them with his woman. So this is why a woman being with many men is a huge turnoff to men. You can't change what we desire. The same way women want a strong, fit, tall man, men want a pure woman. Men want a woman that brings him peace. Men want a woman that can be nurturing. And a woman who has been with less dudes is usually more nurturing, more feminine, more caring than a woman who isn't. That's why a body count for a woman will always matter.
Oh my God.
Did this nigga just say a woman who has had less sex partners is automatically more nurturing and more feminine? Where's the proof?
Yeah, man.
I just want to see some proof that this.
I'm telling you, I'm starting to think every nigga to wear a tie and a suit nigga on the podcast now is a bitch ass nigga, man. I'm starting to feel it, man. I'm starting to feel like any nigga to wear a suit is a fuck boy, nigga.
Yo,
you starting to notice that shit, dog. Like, nigga, I'm telling you, dog.
Oh man,
I'm telling you, dog. These niggas out here, They just be just talking, man, because they don't have experience, my nigga. I'm telling
some
you.
of them look clean though. Some of them be looking clean though. I want to find out who they tailing, honestly, bro. But
shit, I'm telling you,
it must be tough though, because all the stuff they do for this outer and not really the inner selves, deep down inside, they still wonder, and that's why they always have these issues. Does she really like me for me, or is it all the other stuff?
Right.
The experiences I can give her, the way I look. Somebody looks better. She's gonna leave. She's gonna leave, and somebody looks better. These are. Every time I hear this rhetoric, it always makes me think of that moment in Hitch. I don't know if y'all seen that movie where the dude was at the car and he was like, Tabitha, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And the dude rolled down the window. He says, it's because of these moments right here, bruh. Because of right now, bruh. Because he thought he gave her the whole world. His whole heart was in it. Oh, Tabitha, why are you doing this?
Yeah,
And that was not the case. My thing is, that's why it hurts so much, because they be in the gym. They be trying to get their money up. They try to show her all these experiences. And of course, she done lied. You ever been to Mexico on a cruise? No, I never been on Mexico on a cruise. Oh, okay. I'm showing her something new, guys. That's why she's into me. Nah, it never works out like that.
She's been to Mexico plenty of times.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
I never forget we had this discussion, right? We sitting around.
Yeah, I've been to Mexico. I mean, it's like 3 hours from San Antonio.
3 hours.
And,
so real quick,
the top restaurant.
Is there still a delay?
It'll be delayed little motherfucker, man.
Is it me?
Nowhere, Zach. Until you get your internet fixed, there will be a delay. I'm just letting you know.
Nigga, you need
all right.
Real internet. He said T-Mobile. That's what he said.
He said T-Mobile. Like,
it is real internet. I got the whole T-Mobile.
You got
I got the whole little thing right here.
You got all your bars up, nigga, on there. You got your whole. You got bars instead of Wi-Fi.
Okay. Does it connect to any place in the wall? Good. Is your internet connect to the wall anywhere? No cables.
It's wireless, bro.
It's a phone line. See, it shouldn't be wireless. You got to connect it direct connect, nigga. You got to correct the Ethernet cord directly to your computer, my nigga.
Nigga, stop.
Well, I got both. I got the Ethernet and it's wireless.
Is your phone your cell phone service is T-Mobile, right?
Oh, he bundled.
Okay, so yeah, you bundled. They got you, bro. They got you, bro.
You bundled.
That nigga's using. Hey, Miles, that nigga's using a hotspot, nigga, to fire shit up right now.
That's the problem. No,
it's a little thing.
It's what they told you.
It's a router. It's called a router. It's called a router.
It's what they told you. It's what they told you. It's a
5K, huh?
It's a fucking hotspot, nigga. I could turn on my hotspot on my phone right now and have better Wi-Fi than your ass just on my phone, homie.
Hey, even when I had Spectrum, I had issues, bro.
Nigga said Spectrum.
I said,
nigga, y'all don't have Xfinity.
I don't know what's going on, man, but yeah, you gotta get your internet right, man.
I don't know, nigga.
Y'all don't nigga get Xfinity. That's the best in the country, dog.
I think that's their Spectrum.
I'll take a look at that later on.
All right.
Or they bought them out or something. They buying this shit.
Yeah, motherfucker. I pay the highest motherfucker to the internet, nigga.
So basically, we were sitting around and a whole bunch of group of ladies and guys, and we were talking, and the top restaurant, I forgot, Root Chris or some nice fancy restaurant, but basically all the ladies have been there. They've been there on some sort of date, so if you sitting there trying to show her something new, trust me, somebody done took her there. Some sucker done took her there, took her places, so it ain't about where you taking her and things like that, but we all know that. And this rhetoric that keeps getting kicked, man, it's killing these youth right now. Because they the same ones. I was shocked. I am shocked, and but I will give it up to them. I'm shocked about the number of youth callers that call into the shows and different shows and stuff like that. because that's one of the freshest times, you know, just the freedom to roll and go before responsibilities and stuff. So
wait. Caller, anonymous. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Dave G for the $5 super chat. He says, dial-up internet is a skill set. Oh my gosh. Hashtag salute to the panel. We got
I got that AOL shit, man.
We got
AOL
name, age,
Bro,
and
why
city.
the internet looking trash right now, my guy?
Name, age, and city. Caller, go ahead. Name, age, and city. Caller.
I can talk real quick.
Yeah, name, age, and city. Go ahead.
My name is TJ. I'm from North Carolina, and like, you feel me? Like, that's all I can say right now. But like,
how old are you? We need the age, brother. We need the age, or we can't talk to you.
I'm 50, bro.
Thank you. Go ahead.
50.
I got a question. For like it's just I don't know if it's like a rhetorical question. Like, if y'all both can answer it. Like, you think it's best for like men in general, just like stay in their lane. You feel me? Get a girl. You feel me? On some like leasing type shit. You feel me? And like just follow your own purpose type shit.
Wait, what?
Man, I'm doubting the fact that you're 50 with that question, man.
Wait, say that one more time.
I said, my question is to y'all, like, is it good for, like, you know what I'm saying, like men to be on their purpose, like, you know what I'm saying, get money, you feel me, and like fuck these hoes on some shit, like, you know what I'm saying, just get them on some leasing to contract type shit and just do you type shit.
All right, caller, let me ask you a question. In your future, is there a woman?
Yes.
What purpose does she serve in your life?
Cook and clean type shit, you feel me?
So she's gonna be your wife or a long-term girlfriend? What is she gonna be?
Just like not even on some long-term girlfriend shit. Ain't no wife, you feel me?
So you want a long-term girlfriend at some point in your life, right?
Type shit. Ain't no marriage type shit.
Okay, stop saying type shit, man. Stop saying that shit.
Nigga. I can't stand it.
We know you're not 50, but whatever age you say, that's what the record shows. So, and then he hung up. So fuck the nigga. But anyway,
very immature conversation.
I'll answer this question real quick. Guys, listen, and I get this fucking question damn near every week. Yo, does it make sense for you to just, cut out women out of the situation, so you could focus on getting your money up and getting your shit together? Does it make sense to just, leave women alone? Listen, if you see a woman in your future, you have to continue to build your skills with interacting with the opposite sex, period. Like, you guys can't run away from fucking with women if you want to fuck with women at some point in your life. You understand? That's like saying, well, if I want a six pack, can I just, stop going to the gym and just look in the mirror at my fucking abs? No, nigga, you gotta, because it's not even ab workouts that shows a six pack. It's all the other shit you do that gets your six pack right. Right. And shout out to the man mindset in the building. Shout out to the big homie.
What's happening with it? What's happening?
Right. So, guys, you got to live a balanced lifestyle. You can't, if it's a part of your life, then you got to balance. You got to learn how to manage your time and balance it into your life. So women is a part of it. Your fitness is a part of it. Your health is a part of it. Getting your money up is a part of it. Your career, your skill, your hobbies, all that shit. You got to live a balanced life. If you're afraid of talking to women, then just say that. But no, you can't just stop talking to fucking women if you see having a woman in your life. Now, if you the type of nigga where you're not gonna have bitches in your life and you probably just gonna pay for it for the rest of your life, or you gonna get yourself a maid to do everything for you and you just gonna pay for all the services that a woman would provide in your life, then fine, you can swear off of women. But if you plan to have a female in your life as a girlfriend or a wife or something like that, you have to continue to build your skill in interacting with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
J. Roman. Yeah, what he said.
Yeah. Now, me, I'm kind of like, yeah, swear off a woman. Go ahead. See how that works. And good luck to you. Like,
you know what, Miles? I get that a lot too, though.
Yeah.
I get it a lot too. I ain't gonna lie. I told this one dude that he needed to fall back from women for a while. This one dude was like a nymphomaniac or something. This motherfucker, all he wanted, he could not show an ounce of discipline. This motherfucker had to be with a bitch every night. He had to be out of the spot, hunting them down. He couldn't even get off the dating apps every second of the day, bro. His whole life revolved around hunting a woman down for sex.
Damn.
And so I told the motherfucker, I said, man, hey, look, man, I mean, I'm gonna keep it a man. You need to discipline yourself right now. You need to find where you can live without a motherfucking bitch up under you. Cause that's all the nigga wanted. And so for me, that's a rare case. Other than that, dog, I don't like my purpose is gonna be my purpose. They ain't got nothing to do with a bitch. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, for this man to be so lustful, you know what I mean? I had to just say it to this nigga, man. Hey, dog, hey. You know what I mean, dog? She's running these bitches is ruining your life, nigga, because you got no game, and all you doing is out here spending money. Motherfucker, your whole life and existence is on social media and these dating apps, dog, trying to talk to bitches, nigga. That's all you do all day long. So yeah, nigga had to shut it down. He shut it down. He came back with a game plan. You know what I mean? He changed his fucking life, but the shit worked. But it took a while for him to see the results of that.
Right. Well, see, that's a situation with a dude who he's already unbalanced, because if he's spending all his time trying to holler at bitches and go out on dates, then yes, you need to you are the type of nigga that need to shut it down. But these are niggas that the dudes that I'm talking about are just dudes that 775. Hold on 1 second. The dudes that I'm talking about is dudes that they are having a tough time, or they're frustrated by their results in the dating game, or they're frustrated by having to go up and talk to women. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to create an excuse for themselves to say, well, maybe I should just leave women alone for a while and blah. No, you're not that nymphomaniac dude. You understand? Matter of fact, you haven't had pussy since the last time pussy had you. You see what I'm saying? The nympho nigga you talking about, like you said, he had to be with a woman every fucking night. He's basically ruining his life because he probably don't eat. He probably don't get to work on time. He probably don't, take care of his commitments and obligations. You see what I'm saying? Now, if that's your life, then maybe you need to swear off women because you're imbalanced. You understand? But the niggas I'm talking about is niggas that's on the other side of the spectrum, where they're not getting no type of burn and they're just afraid to talk to women, and they're just trying to come up with an excuse to cope with their fears. But we got 775.
They're trying to red pill it. They're basically trying to kind of trick you in the red pilling and agreeing with that. Hey, yeah, let me swear off women and just get my grind on, get my money up, get my weight up, get my things up, and then I could get back to women.
Facts. All right, so we got 775. You're on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. We got K-Zag, 1950, J. Roman, and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
All right, shout out to the little panel. This is Miguel from California, and age 30.
Did you say shout out to the little panel? Did you say that?
No. I was gonna say channel. But
okay, all right. Start. You know what? Just start over. Go ahead. Name, age, city. Go ahead.
I thought I heard that too,
Miguel from California, age 30.
Age 30. All right, go ahead, brother.
Miguel, 30.
All right. I just wanted to ask the whole panel how to stabilize myself when entering any public or social events.
What?
Like how to behave as a man, just going on purpose on any kind of social event.
How to behave? You mean how to carry yourself in a social event?
Yes.
So give us an example. Where do you frequent?
So let's say I go to maybe there's a public market, and I'm just walking around looking at what they're selling, but there's obviously a lot of people there, so just how to carry myself. All those strangers.
Okay. So what was failing before for you to feel like you needed to change that?
I'll say probably a little bit of social anxiety, thinking something will happen.
Yeah, that's your mindset. See, and I knew it was something else there. So what you're saying is you're in fear of what happening? You have anxiety, social anxiety. So what are you afraid of?
I'm just anything that can happen.
I mean, like violence, harm. I mean, what?
Yeah, like violence.
So you're a coward?
No.
Come on, bro. You got to admit that you're a coward if you're saying that you're afraid and have an anxiety of what can happen.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. So man, hey, right now in your head, you can't walk in a market because you believe something may happen.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, you got that one, Miles.
This nigga crazy.
I just got one question for you.
He needs an identity, dog.
I got one question for you.
He needs it, dog. He needs to start over. He needs a reset.
You know, identity thing. But
Yeah.
what result do you want to happen?
Right.
Like what you get up, you go to this market. What type of feeling and what do you want to happen to say, you know, you had a positive vibe at this market?
I just want to go with my purpose to purchase or see what's going on and then enjoy myself.
So what's the biggest hurdle from stopping you from doing that?
I think I don't like crowded areas.
I'm a silverback. I can't teach him nothing, man.
Caller, when you say that you are worried about something happening, give me an example of a worst case scenario or something that you know you're afraid of happening. Exactly.
Linwood.
I'll say maybe I'm at the public market and some nearby fight breaks out and I'm close by and I'm just like, I'm not part of this.
So you think you're afraid of a fight breaking out, and then what happens?
And let's say it's like really close to me, so now I'm part of that. And I'm like, I'm trying to step away from that area.
Okay, so you step away from it, and now what?
And I just do my own thing. I do whatever I was doing before.
Okay, so what's the problem? I'm still not hearing the problem. Even if a fight breaks out in the venue that you're standing in, you walk away from the fight or you walk in the opposite direction of the trouble. Now what?
Well, the thing is, I don't want to think like that. That's why I need to reset.
No, but bro, even if you think like that, you just gave a solution to your issue. If a fight breaks out over here, you walk in the opposite direction. So tell me where the problem is.
Nah, okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Huh? No, he's afraid to answer.
Caller. Let me talk to the caller.
He's having anxiety right now.
You're explaining that makes sense now.
That makes sense now. Listen, man, are you afraid of crowds?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had therapy, bro?
Yeah, but they're bullshit.
They're bullshit.
Have you ever been slapped before by another human being?
So you know what it sounds like? Oh, it's
he got a phobia.
It's not like you got a phobia. That's what it's.
Well, I just want to know, caller. I just want to see the degree of where this is at, right? So, can somebody just walk up to you and say, "Give me your wallet," and you just give it to them?
Nah.
Okay. So there's a little bit of
what do you mean? Nah,
self-preservation there.
Are you gonna ask why, or what are you gonna do? What do you mean?
I do fight MMA, but I think it's coming more from my military experience because I do have PTSD.
Oh,
okay.
But yeah, I went to therapy, but they told me to seek validation, and I just walked out because I was like,
so "You're a trained killer. You're a trained killer, bro, and you're afraid to walk in the market.
It's just what happened on deployment. It's just fucking me up.
Oh, so you had issues during deployment. You had a traumatic experience during your deployment.
Yeah.
Well, number one, before we continue, just want to tell you thank you for your service. I do appreciate it. But J. Roman, go ahead.
No, half my family's military, man, and You know, one thing you got to understand that
You must have
just
served in
because
the
you
Air
can,
Force or the Navy or something.
just because you can spot certain things or you think about certain things, don't always make it a negative. Like before I go into any place or anywhere, you know, I know where the exits are at. You know, I sit in a certain booth. You know, I do certain things, you know, just to make sure I can get up and leave, or I know where things are at, so I can tell everybody, hey, we going this way. So just because you're doing that mentally, I don't think that's always a negative. It only becomes negative when you can't go to the market now. So you did half the preparation. Like, hey, if I'm over here, I know I'm gonna move over this way. If somebody comes here, I'm going over that way. That's preparation. It's all done in your head. Now let's just enjoy the market. Because if something goes awry, you know what to do from that point on.
And caller, if you went to the market with 5 of your homeboys, would you be afraid?
Well, this is what I was saying.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Motherfucking delay.
So if you with the homies, you would not be afraid.
Yeah, because I have like you can kind of say extra security per se.
I can't.
Are you afraid of messing somebody up when you go to the market? Like, I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I know what I'm capable of doing. It's just I just don't want to be part of that, basically. But I know that if I need to, I can handle it.
But you study MMA, so I know you study. I know there's discipline in all fighting. There is a matter of discipline that's in there, right?
Yeah,
it's built into all sorts of fighting styles. The discipline in usage, the discipline in breathing, the discipline on just your body and how you approach things. So why not equate that to the same thing when it comes to the market?
Okay. I never thought about it that way.
What if you with the woman at the market? Are you still having the same anxiety?
No, I think it's more the male approach or energy other than woman. Woman, I don't care for. Just even though some women, I met a few that are trained to do some shit. But
no, I'm talking about if you was with the woman at the market.
Oh, my first thing will be to pull her away. I'm like, we need to like leave.
Oh my God!
I think my mindset is different when I'm alone than when I'm around people.
Caller. And I know there's a delay. Y'all got to bear with me. Let me ask the caller a question. Have you ever been in a fight in your adult life?
Yes. Other than MMA.
And what happened? Oh, so you never been in a street fight on the street?
Not a street fight, no.
Have you ever been in a fight in your life away from the ring as an adolescent?
No. No.
You said what?
He said no.
Street fight.
What the hell are you afraid of then? Now, I can see if you would have had your ass kicked or you've been bullied or something, you know.
No,
Y'all got it. I don't even know what to say to do. Y'all got it.
I think the person on this panel that could really help you is Miles here.
Most definitely.
I think too, though, that you might want to bear with some sort of counseling, some sort of help, because it's your mindset that's kind of stopping you. It seems like you got all the tools to do okay at the market. In fact, you seem like you got some better tools that some would have at the market. If something would happen, they might get stuck, but because of your training and everything, you will be okay. So to me, there's a certain identity and confidence that needs to happen where this doesn't bother you anymore.
Yeah. I went to therapy, but they told me to go seek validation from friends and family. So I stopped that. And
well, see, the first validation needs to come from yourself, though. Like you need to be okay with yourself. You need to be cool with yourself.
Horrible advice.
That's part of that. That's part of that identity that you need to get.
Caller, listen, man. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Okay. I have a couple of different tiers where you can just get the content, or you can get the content with the coaching and all that stuff. Go check it out, bro. Just go check it out, and I'll see you over there. And if I can help you out, I'll definitely will. But yes, like Jay Roman says, you have to embrace yourself first. You understand? Real men don't seek validation. We only acknowledge confirmation, because anything that somebody's going to tell us about ourselves, as like, oh, if it's a compliment or some shit like that, we already know it. You understand? Because we already understand our value. You're in a space right now where you don't understand your value, and you're unsure of yourself when you get into spaces that you don't control. You understand that?
I appreciate it, Miles, and thank you to the panel.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, brother. All right, so we got Anonymous. We got another Anonymous call. Anonymous, name, age, city. How can we help you? Anonymous?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
Yeah, it's a 50-year-old man again, bro. Like, you feel me? I ain't got to say name, city, or anything anymore. You feel me?
Yo,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Didn't you hang up?
Saying, like,
didn't you hang up? What happened to you? What happened to you?
My dog for like why y'all decided like that? You feel me? He was just going through shit. You feel me? But like I was saying though, like the call disconnected. You feel me about my question? You feel me? Like I just feel like you know what I'm saying? Like I get what y'all saying about balance and everything. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas gotta focus on what they got to do. They craft this
Okay,
shit,
so go do that. Go do that then. Why ask us then? Go do what you do, nigga.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all call y'all niggas like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all thing, but like at the same time, it's like, you feel me? Niggas gotta do their thing. Like,
caller. You sound like a man who has already made up his mind. Then why call us?
Because I'm trying to like, you know what I'm saying, talk with y'all like, man, ain't man gotta talk with y'all each other about shit. So what the hell y'all talking about? You feel me?
Yo, y'all mind if I hang up on this nigga?
No,
What? Pussy as fuck, bro.
So do you agree? Do you agree with what we're saying, or you don't agree with what we're saying?
He finally hung up.
Okay.
All right, so guys, call in 919-647-9392, 919-647-9392.
That nigga was gonna start crying and shit.
That's what he sounded like, bro.
Well, I know he don't get his haircut and go to a barber.
Tearing up.
Talking about niggas pussy.
The other dude was going through something, man. Y'all just did that to him. The fuck out of here. I can't stand motherfuckers, man.
Hey, man. Hey, the purge is imminent.
Let me say this.
These motherfuckers need to go.
It needs to happen, bro. It needs to happen already.
Jay, I have my ass on riding around with that bell. Let that bell go off.
Yo, I'm gonna go get that soundbite too. That fucking purge siren.
I used to have it. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, guys, call in 919-647.
You've been delayed the whole show.
Yeah, you've been delayed the whole time, homie.
Hey, you know how we got the Wi-Fi bars? This nigga got cell phone bars.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm looking, you remember the bars and shit. This time I got an unstable connection.
You remember Net Zero, nigga? That's the type of shit you want. The free.
You have to plug in.
Oh, come on, Zach. Come on, man. We got to get with it, man. Come on now.
I think you wasn't even plugged in.
Y'all gonna leave my Wi-Fi alone. Y'all gonna leave my shit alone today, goddamn.
No, the Wi-Fi got you leaving us. It's creating separation, homie. The Wi-Fi got you leaving us. That's what happened.
No, I want to plug it and then come back in, but it might take too long. So I'll fuck with it after the show and shit.
You know what it is? It sounds like you know when them niggas in foreign countries reporting in the news, and it takes like 4 seconds for them to. Yes, Bob. Yes, I'm here in Turkmenistan, and we're yes, Bob. Okay, all right, all right. Back to you, Bob. All right, go ahead, Zach. Go ahead.
All right, real quick. Okay, real quick. Let me just say this. A lot of you guys that might be going through some shit, you have to understand that you need to figure out why you feel the way that you do, and you need to seek the appropriate help. The problem is a lot of you guys are looking for unhealthy ways to cope with your shit. And if you're calling in to get advice, before you shit on it, listen to it, out there in the real world, implement the shit, and then come back with what happened. That's all I got on that.
The problem is, I think niggas want us to really care about their feelings and what they're going through, and then when we tell them, you know, our advice, and then don't really give a fuck whether or not they do it or not, that's when they have a problem. It's like, nigga, we don't give a fuck about your life like that, nigga. Nigga, we're men, dog. We care about your development to help overall manhood. But to be honest with you, nigga, the decisions you made put you in this situation right now, dog. Facts. Use a bitch ass nigga. Use a bitch ass nigga for years.
Well, you can tell he don't do man shit. You know, he calling talking about he's 50 years old. We all know he ain't 50. You know, and then he talk about I came to talk, just talk the shit with y'all. Talk the shit. You ain't got no barbershop. You ain't got no cats you hang out with, nothing like that to talk the shit with. You know, this you call a whole show just to talk some shit, huh?
Bitch ass nigga, man. I just, you know, dog, the more and more I listen to a lot of these callers, they really want us to relate to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, we're not the same, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, dog. I just don't be getting it. That nigga was about to have an emotional breakdown. Then the other nigga that was fearful of being in a war, but you can go somewhere with a bitch, you be cool. You can go somewhere with your homies, you be cool, but by yourself, you's a fuck boy. That's wild, nigga. Are you cool because you had a AK-47 when you was out there, nigga? Nigga, are you just nigga? You tough in real life? You tough in real life? I don't get it, dog. I don't know. Like, I'm going to see the Bob Marley today by myself, nigga.
Call the fucking.
I'm going to see that motherfucker by myself. The feet up, nigga, the popcorn and shit.
Yeah, he might be the
I
type
do
of
everything by myself. I ain't afraid
Somebody
of shit.
sit in his seat. He just sit in the next seat.
Bitch ass nigga, man. So I know we had the title, man, and look, the reason why when I first seen the title, I was like, man, I got to get on it. Okay, the reality for a lot of men is that they believe that they have, just because they're a man, they deserve sex. They deserve a woman. You know, I'm telling you, there's a time where you had to be a certain type of man in order for a woman to even have sex with you.
Facts. Anonymous, hold on. Go ahead, 50.
Yeah. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is it's the same thing now, but it's just different. These women will give you sex because you have resources, but truly they don't want to give it to you because they don't really want to fuck with you like that.
Right.
They only want to fuck with the guy who is going to bring value in their life. And I'm not talking about finances, mental value. Go ahead.
All right, Anonymous, name, age, city, what's going on?
Yo, save God, bro. You feel me? 50-year-old, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to say what I gotta say. What y'all gotta hang up for? You feel me? Like,
Bro, listen. I want you to know I did not hang up, bro. I think your call disconnected again.
Bro, it don't call disconnected, my guy. Like, niggas got that.
Hey man, say your point though. Let's get to it. Let's go ahead and have this conversation. Say your point.
To my point, y'all boys.
Get to the point.
Go
Y'all
ahead. Boys, hold on. Let me say what I gotta say. But you know, I say what's up to the chat. You feel me? But like, I agree with y'all. People calling in on some shit about, bro. Y'all boys live about y'all life, bro. Fuck these niggas in this, in whoever talking right now, whoever it is. Like, they gonna spit some game with y'all boys, but y'all gotta live y'all life. You feel me? Whoever going through mental stimulation issues, whatever. Like, the hoe's gonna come regardless, my nigga. Hoe's gonna be there forever. Type shit. You feel me?
Type shit.
Y'all boys gotta say what y'all gotta say.
I think it's all over the place.
All right. You good?
Y'all boys gotta say what y'all gotta say. I'm just saying, like, hoes gonna come regardless. Like, they don't fuck with niggas with mental issues and shit. It's just like if the hoe is right for you or not. Simple as that.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, you gotta go find the hoes that's right for you. That's it. That's all we.
Find the one that understands your story.
Like, y'all boys trying to like, I will try. Y'all boys be spinning facts. You feel me? Yo, Big 50 be saying what he got to say. Shout out to boy right there. You feel me? I know this nigga got what he got. Y'all, I don't know what y'all boys' name is, but like niggas got to get the hoes regardless, man.
First of all, ain't no fucking boys on this panel, bro. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Nah, fuck you, nigga. You on here calling niggas boys. Like, who the fuck are you talking to, nigga?
I was just talking, my nigga. Why you gotta cut me off for?
There are no boys on this panel, nigga. There are no boys on this panel,
bro.
Ain't no boys on this panel, nigga.
All right, man. I know you smoked. I know you drank. I know you feeling good.
Nigga, what's the name? What's the name of the shit you on right now? What's the name of is it loud or I don't even know what y'all niggas be smoking these days. What's the name of the shit you on, bro?
Powder.
Ain't no one smoking nothing, bro. Nigga sober all day. Nigga, I'm just saying what I gotta say. Like,
damn, you sober all day and this is how you behave?
Like,
oh shit.
Niggas,
I know exactly why you need to stop fucking with bitches for a while, nigga. I know exactly why you need to stop fucking with bitches for a while because the bitches don't really want to fuck with you. And he hangs up again.
Keep doing you.
Yo, please, can we get a real call in this motherfucker? 919-647-9392. 919-647-9392. If you want to chop up some game, please call in or put a question in the chat so we can chop it all the way up, man. We got 50 on the panel today. Y'all niggas with it, nigga.
All I know is, man, I made some good choices, man. One of the best choices I made, too, was the people that surround me.
Facts.
So, all I know is I ain't got people like that that's just too hyper to just be like, hey, man, calm down. Relax, man. Like, we chilling over here. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm on one. I'm on that. I'm just, like, come on, man. Calm down.
Talking about y'all boys on the panel. Where? Boys where, nigga? What the fuck are you talking about? It's grown men over here, nigga.
Yeah, he's a fuck boy.
Facts.
Yeah, you ain't say your real age.
Right. He ain't even, you know he ain't say his real.
Yeah.
I'm 50.
50. KJ.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. My nigga, one of my niggas, man. Look, let me just say this, man. I don't have patience. I was not blessed like some people to have the patience to help some people, dog.
Right.
I just don't. And that's why I look at Lucario, Miles. Those are the two most patient niggas I know. And so the thing is for me, dog, I don't know how y'all do it, but those kind of motherfuckers like that, I can't deal with. But my nigga, these niggas that don't have the mind to understand the position they're in, or even how to articulate the question they want answered.
Right.
Or even trying to like my little Lucario said, like, nigga, it's cool to ask questions, but don't question me. Facts. I don't like niggas to call in questioning us. You know what I mean? And they got we supposed to care and shit. Oh my dude, man, the last guy, man, the last guy on the panel, y'all just gave a hard time to, man. I don't know why people be going through things and shit. They don't give a fuck about that. Fuck you and that nigga, man.
Yo,
the chicks are gonna be there, man. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there no matter what. They just gonna be there. Yeah, people go through stuff, and the chicks is just gonna be there.
My nigga zagging in there so bad that this nigga is just now hearing what we saying. Fuck.
I've been look. I can hear y'all in real time. I can see y'all mouths moving with the words. I can hear shit. I'm just not talking a lot until I got something pertinent to say, goddamn.
Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. I call cap.
That ain't it.
I call cap, my nigga.
Hey, Miles, I'll be there, man. Hey, Zach, I'll be there, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I got some top tier internet, and sometimes it be messing up for no reason.
Man, y'all gotta talk to y'all providers, man.
Yeah, they come in. Sometimes
I do.
So sometimes what they do is they throttle the neighborhood. So what they do is they share. If some person's next door shit is fucked, they'll issue a higher bandwidth to them to help them out and take less from you. And take some from you. So that's why y'all gotta say, I need my individual server. I need an individual server. Do not put me on this neighborhood shit. I need an individual server. And so that's what I told them. And I don't really have internet. Probably it's pretty rare that I do.
Yeah. Now, when I went to get my shit, I just told them give me the top shit because I need it. I was like, I run a business where I need it, and like you said, they got me on my own server type shit too. So sure, that's what it is, man. You just got
because sometimes you could be going during the day, and then and somebody could be working at home. So they say, oh, okay, I see your average. You're not home a lot, so we're going to take internet from the bandwidth from this house and allocate it here so they can have it cool instead of having their own, and then it's hard, it's more work for them down there, but I don't give a fuck.
Right. Facts.
Fuck them. I pay good money for this
internet all day, goddamn it.
Come on, hey, my nigga Zag, man, they send that nigga a phone case with his motherfucking internet every month, a new one. Get that nigga a T-Mobile case. Say, hey man, you're a loyal customer, man. You know what I mean? You put up with our shit. That nigga say you put up with our shit, nigga. Here go a case.
It be the thin plastic ones too.
You can add insurance to your bundle too.
Oh my
God. Fuck that.
Hilarious.
Fuck that, nigga. Look, man, it's been real,
see
man. I
some
must
of
get
these
up out of here, man. I must have
So what's up with the call? We got to. You want to get to some questions?
head to these movies in a minute, man. Must get out of here. But I appreciate y'all niggas, man. I appreciate the invite, man. I appreciate the allowing me to come into space, man.
All right. Appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
All right, my nigga.
All right, man. Be safe, man. Oh, and guys, make sure you tune in tomorrow for Real Game No Theory, featuring 1950 Steve the Dean, K Zag and Lucario and myself. 12 noon, Real Game No Theory. All right. So we got 347. 347, you are on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. We got K Zag, J Roman, and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
What's going on, pal?
What's up, man?
Calling from New York. Got a quick question.
How old are you? We need the age at least, bro.
31.
Say that one more time.
31.
31. Listen, you sound real bad. Are you on speakerphone? You got your earpods in? What's going on?
Speakerphone.
All right, take us off a speakerphone, bro. Speak directly into the phone, please.
You sound like you hide in the closet. You okay?
Yeah, hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you sound better. Go ahead.
Quick question. I just wanted to know, right? I have a bad habit, circling the block, when it comes to past relationships.
Okay.
I want to know ways that I could try to not let that happen continuously again.
So you trying to ask us how not to deal with chicks you already messed with?
Yeah, because I have a bad habit of getting back with them, because sometimes it might hit me up, and I might fall back into.
Okay, so how about this? How about reduce the chances of them hitting you up by blocking their contact and deleting them off of your social media? How about that? Okay, there you go.
And just deal with new women. Deal with new women.
Always be fucking with new women. Where do you meet your women? When you in your city or whatever? How do you meet women?
Everywhere, dating apps, bars, lounges, in the streets.
Okay, so just keep doing that, bro, and always be meeting new women because fucking with women that you already fucking with.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Okay, so caller. A lot of guys who tend to recycle women, which I believe you shouldn't, especially if the interaction was negative, there was some type of toxicity or drama, you should never double back to that. But what I find, in my personal opinion, the reason why a lot of guys do that is because they're comfortable. And what it is you're really lazy as fuck. And a lot of guys, they feel like the fact that I known that woman for as long as I did, the fact that I did XYZ, I feel like I invested a lot of time, energy, and effort in that situation. So I'm going to double back to that because I'm comfortable with that situation. Although I know it ain't good for me, I'm comfortable with it. Would you say that's you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you hit it right on the nail. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells me you're just lazy then.
And how old are you? How old are you again?
Not necessarily, I'm willing to, meet. I'm 31. Yeah, I'm willing to meet new people. It's just that sometimes, I might be in that zone of meeting new people, and they come to like hit me back up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
that's
Go ahead, Jared.
no, to me it's just like lazy pimping. We all had those lazy pimping moments, right? That's how I call it, lazy pimping. Like you sitting there, you have the opportunity to go out and hang out and maybe meet some new people, and then you got some old thing calling you, and you just, let me go ahead and just, have this one come through or whatever. Instead of making that moment and going out, extending yourself to, meet new people, go through that whole rigmarole, you just choose the more comfortable thing. And I think sometimes we say the word comfortable, but it's the fact we're just being lazy in those moments because we are choosing the easiest thing to do. And so my thing is, if you are comfortable with going out and meeting people and doing that thing, there's no reason to go back now, because if already in your head, it's like, I'm just doing it because it's there and not because it's something I want to do. You're not even listening to yourself. So that tends to lead on laziness and discipline, even when it comes to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like
This is what I will say, caller. This is what guys got to
I didn't
remember.
hear him.
Women, y'all got to remember this shit too. When you said what?
No, I wanted him to respond, but I didn't hear him. I didn't hear what he said, maybe because it glitched a little bit.
Oh, the caller, go get it.
Caller?
Oh no, I was disagreeing with Jay Rowan. I agree with it.
Okay.
Go ahead, Zach.
Okay, cool. So this is what I will say, right? You got to remember that if you had any type of negative situation with that woman, she's always going to remember you being that guy. Okay? I don't care if it's 3 weeks later, 3 months later, even a year later. You're always that guy. So if you were ever in a predicament where the woman was disrespectful, she called you out the name, she ignored your instructions or whatever it is, she's gonna do that again, right? And a lot of times women will double back out of convenience too, because maybe they're not getting the type of treatment that they want. Maybe they're dating other guys and they're having sex with other guys and they're having enjoyable sex, but maybe those guys aren't taking them out like they know you would. Maybe those guys aren't putting up with their shit like they know you would. So sometimes out of convenience and out of laziness themselves, they might double back to you like, you know what? I don't want to have to live up to this new guy's standards. He has lofty standards, and I want to be able to do and say what the fuck I want to say. Let me go back to this guy over here because I know I can be comfortable and I don't have to actually raise my standards to be with this new guy. I can just come over here and kick my feet up and do what the fuck I want. And oftentimes women will deal with you simply because you're easier to deal with.
And that's part of the reason for me. I don't like dealing with.
Yeah, I had to switch a call. I don't know what was going on with him, but 330-330, you are on live on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. We got K-Zach, J. Roman, and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you? 330, go ahead.
Yeah, this Cam from Ohio.
All right.
20.
Go ahead.
How y'all doing today?
Good, man. Appreciate you, man. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, grateful.
All right. That's what's up, man. That's where it starts. That's where it starts.
So look, I'm on the recently I got on. What'd you say? All right. Recently I
said always be grateful.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
We hear you, man. We hear you.
Zach is just on. Zach is on. He's early for tomorrow's show. Lord have mercy. Go ahead, Colin. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
So what I was saying was, I just got on the Silverback membership a couple days ago.
All right, cool.
Fire.
Shout out to 1950 for the Silverback membership. Go to gatewaytogame.com to make sure y'all can access the Silverback lifestyle membership. All right, go ahead, caller.
So I just been, watching the videos, rewatching them, taking notes.
Right.
So my question was, should I apply? For example, I was watching the
he got a video on how to be more dominant.
Uh-huh.
Should I apply all of the aspects of that at one time?
See, one thing is this. Whoa. Were you watching the show, brother? Earlier?
What, this whole show?
Yeah.
Nah, I just got on the show now.
Oh, that's fucked up. Because 50 was actually here, bro. You could have asked him your damn self. 50 was here. See, the thing is, I'll say this. It's 50's membership. You should be asking him these questions, especially if it's pertaining to the membership. You got that?
Yeah, y'all can answer that too. It ain't specifically about the membership. It's about
Okay, all right. Here's what I want you to do. Thank you for expressing the fact that you joined the membership, and that's a good thing. Right. But I want you to rephrase the question so it's a general question for all of us. You understand that?
All right, yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's say you're trying to build multiple habits. You're trying to change in multiple areas. Do you apply that in each situation? Like, hold on, I'm having a hard time expressing this. Like he told me everything in life happens simultaneously, right?
Okay.
So let's say you change your mindset when you're going up to women. Instead of thinking that she don't like you, you thinking she do like you. And then next day you go into a job interview, instead of thinking you're not gonna get the job, thinking you are gonna get the job. You get where I'm going?
Okay.
So maybe this is Jay Roman, and are you saying that the different qualities or different aspects of what you learn, are you trying to solidify one first, like practice that one first and then go to the next one? Is that your question? Or are you trying to master all of them all at once?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So did you only work on one first or master all of them?
Okay. So, for me, I'm a balanced person. So everything I do it all at once. I'm not, if I'm trying to improve myself, I'm not going to just improve one thing, because to me, when you're improving yourself, they all kind of correlate together. Right. But at the same time, we can only do what we can handle. So if you can't work on all the things, because nobody wants anybody to backslide from where they're at. So, it all depends on, I'm gonna use the internet term, your bandwidth on what you can handle. But to me, most things kind of correlate to each other. Like I'm not gonna stand up at work and then, because I learned the quality of standing up, and then I go home and sit down. Like if you're working on standing up, it's in all aspects of standing up. Right. If you're working on changing your mindset, you're not going to be positive,
let me
on getting a job, and then you're not going to say positive things about, you're saying positive things about yourself and getting a job, but then you're not going to say positive things about yourself when you're talking to people. So, if you're working on yourself, it's going to be in all aspects.
Let me add this.
That's
And I know there's a delay. Let me add this real quick. Let me add this. So, number one, in all of our lives, there is not just one thing going on at one time. There's different things going on simultaneously in your life, day to day, week to week. So, what Jay Roman was talking about being balanced, you have to be able to multitask going on. Okay, part of that is time management and you understanding what things require your immediate attention, right? Because we're all multifaceted people. So you might have situations with your family. Okay, you might have, if you're a father, you might have situations with that. You might have situations with your job. If you're trying to start a business, you're also doing that. You have to know how to manage your time and also say, okay, this is very important. I got to tend to this. This thing can wait a little bit, but also not letting those things impact you in a negative fashion, if that makes sense.
Right. Caller, let me ask you a question. What are your priorities in life?
My health, physical health, my mental health, my family, the way I present myself. as far as like how I dress, you know, that how I speak.
Those are your priorities.
Yeah, like just all around the board, just improving myself right now.
Okay, so is you just said it, all around the board, improving myself. Okay, so if you and when the call just started, you said something about being grateful, right, and thankful, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing with mindset. Like Kazanga was saying, things are always happening in your life, right? But at the same time, everything happens one moment at a time. You're a human being. You can only do one thing at a time. But in life, things are happening in at different times in multiple facets at the same time. So the most important part is your mindset. Okay, the most important part is your mindset. So if you're grateful, that means you're grateful for your life, and then the energy from being grateful shows itself as you conduct yourself in other arenas. So like if you're sitting there, you know, let's just say you're focused on being grateful and you're meditating or giving yourself affirmations in the morning time after you wake up, right? And then let's just say your mother decides to give you a call, and then you're on the phone with your mother. The energy from your gratefulness and your affirmations about being thankful will flow into you talking to your mother. And subconsciously, you may not say it to yourself and you may not say it to your mother, but subconsciously, you're going to have a certain type of gratitude to be able to speak to your mother. Because there are people out there where their mother's already passed on, but you still here on the phone with your mother. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So the most important thing is the mindset, because the mindset and working on the mindset, is what will carry you through. So you mentioned something about, you know, creating dominance. You have to dominate yourself, meaning you got to have discipline. You got to have control, right? Certain things, you said something about your health, right? If you're dominant and disciplined in your decision making, that means instead of eating fast food, you probably gonna do like me, and you probably gonna juice some vegetables and fruit and drink that shit instead of going to do some bullshit or eat candy or do some dumb shit. You understand? So
yeah,
it starts with the mindset. So anything that you want for your life, it has to start with you. So you talking about, oh, well, am I supposed to do multiple things and blah, blah, blah? Bro, you're the one that's doing all those multiple things. So it's the mindset. It starts with you. So if you're trying to dominate all these different things that are priorities in your life, guess what has to be dominated first? Your self-control, your discipline, your patience, your ability to delay gratification, your focus. All these things have to be put into place in the mind first, and then everything else will follow through from there.
All right. One more thing. Relating to what y'all said, based on the information y'all just gave me, I had asked Steve this too, like a week ago. He said in school, you ain't learn English 1 year and then go the next year, you learn math. No, you go math, English, and gym, whatever.
Exactly.
All in that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think you have to put what Mal said in perspective, because it sounds like, you know, you're wondering, how do I do it? And he gave you kind of the key way is it's all in your mind mentally, you saying that I'm going to do it. And then you'll find out it's easier to do things because they'll help each other out. Like you said, you know, your health, your mental, your physical, right? So you exercising releases certain endorphins to the mind, which improves your attitude.
Right.
That attitude now is going to help improve your attitude when dealing with other people, you know? So they all kind of coordinate together. But the thing is, you're going to be mindful of all of it because you're trying to improve all of it.
Right.
Now, the other people weren't at the gym. It was just you at the gym. So you're not worrying about that aspect just yet. You're worrying about your physical health and working out. You're always thinking about your mental health because that's the controller of you. And so you're going to make sure that that's on par and you continue to strive forward. It's not about
with attention.
It's not about tackling everything all at once, but in your mind, you're tackling whatever you decided to work on. And that's happening.
Right. With a certain mindset.
All right.
All right. So yeah, you got to start with you, bro. Anything you're trying to do, you got to start with you. Bottom line. All right.
All right. I appreciate the clarification.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. And you know, thanks for joining the Silverback membership. You know, make sure you continue on your journey in order to create your dominance and do what you got to do. All right, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace, peace,
And
peace.
I would tell you this, and the caller, you know, go ahead and you can let him go, but just for everybody, I like the way you have follow-up questions about that. And of course, he needs to talk to 1950 so he can really hone in on exactly why he was saying the statements he was saying and what he was saying.
Exactly.
But you'll never get anything or the worth out of a membership if you don't do the work on your own to improve.
Right.
And to me, I like hearing where people are not wasting their time, you know, in doing something. So, you know, go ahead and do the work behind it. Go through the videos. Don't stop halfway through something and expect a full result. You got to go through some stuff. You got to look at the things. You got to talk, take care of all that so you can improve. And I think, you know, he's on a good start. And just for the rest of anybody on a membership, it's almost like when you take a prescription, but you don't take all of it, then you still wonder why the rash came back. You know, it's because you didn't finish the prescription. You didn't finish everything that you were supposed to be doing. So, you know, if you join one of these memberships, practice it. Make sure that you know, go along with what is being taught and go from there.
Right. All right, caller. We appreciate you, brother.
All right. I appreciate it.
All right, take it easy. Exactly, man. You know, it's funny. A lot of these cats, every once in a while, you get a cat that come through and be like, "Oh, your membership don't work," and it's like, no, you not working the membership. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's because see, the membership is nothing is gonna do the work for you. You understand? Even if you got a fucking dishwasher, you still got to load the dishes into the dishwasher. Even if you got a fucking a washing machine, you still got to load the clothes into the fucking laundry machine. You still got to do some fucking work to make it happen. It's not just even if you get a bottle of water, you still got to fucking break the steel and drink the shit. Like a lot of you guys, you think shit is going to just work for you. It don't work that way, bro. You got to listen to the content and then apply it to your life in a practical way and then see the results from the work that you put in. You got it, Zach.
No, I would say, like, even if you hired a nutritionist and they gave you a food plan and meal prepping, you got to follow it to the T. But what people want to do is you want to keep your old habits and put the new shit on top of it. It don't work that. It's going to clash. It's going to clash. So sometimes you got to literally rinse out all that old shit and then settle in with the new shit and actually have that become a part of your routine for your new life. Because, and let me just say this about a new life, because a lot of times, and I had a client that I talked about this with yesterday. A lot of these guys that we deal with, they need a lot of help. Every now and again, we'll get someone that calls up and they have moderate success, you know what I'm saying, in their lives, whether it be with women or otherwise. And they just need some tweaking, right? Other guys, you need help from the ground up. Like you need like real fucking help. And that's where the whole masculine identity membership comes in, because you really need to find out who the fuck you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you're always going to struggle in every aspect of your life. You're always going to have issues. So if you need help with finding your identity, you need a whole new foundation. Well, matter of fact, you don't have a foundation. You need one, which is why you're lacking. So a lot of times, you literally need, and this is what bothers me, Miles, when you had your cell, the 99-cent joint. I think it was 99 cents. My thing is that you should have had you should have had literally hundreds of dudes signing up and binge watching that shit until the motherfucking sale was over. And what they should have realized, if they would have saw the value in it, even once the sale was over, they should have stayed on it for the new shit that was going to come after the sale.
Exactly.
And even I notice with clients, when I talk to them and I give them homework or something to do, and I say, when we talk again, we're going to talk about, the last week or two that you've been implementing this shit. Then when I talked to them, they didn't do nothing.
They didn't do nothing.
They didn't do nothing, I said, bro.
And you clearly, you lay out the work for them. This is your homework. This is what you need to do. And they call you the next time. Yo, did you do what I told you to do? No. And I'm like, I say this to my clients all the time. If you want your life to change, you have to change your life. You understand? Niggas think it's like, oh, I'm just switching words around and saying some dumb shit. Bro, you got to put in the work. The program is not going to do it for you. Go ahead, J. Roman.
No, I was just going to just say the same thing pretty much, is that a lot of these cats, to me, are picking and choosing information from people, and it's working and growth is not appeasing. Like you don't appease your own ears and pick and choose. Like, to me, why not go through your program? Now, at the end of your program, they say, you know what? I did like 70% of it. You know, let me try this one. When you actually work something, you'll learn more than trying to pick and choose what you favor and what you feel like is good for you, because that's the reason why you're there, because you've been lying to yourself and doing things that felt good for you, that it was comfortable for you. But when you have to work now to learn and grow, it becomes uncomfortable and it's not appeasing to you. And so that's the thing. Too many people try to appease themselves with some information here, some information here, and they say, oh, I worked on myself. No. You got to strip things down and really know yourself. And I think that's masculine identity will help them with that, and not lying to themselves. Because once you stop lying to yourself, you really know your areas that you need to improve and work on and go from there.
Facts.
Well,
all right, guys.
You know what it is? It's uncomfortable.
All right, we got 718. 718, you're on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set show. We got K-Zach and J. Roman and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you? 718. Okay, they hung up. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Zach. What you was gonna say?
No, I just want to say is when you guys are implementing change in your life, you're gonna have a lot of bouts with being uncomfortable, right? Because this is what I noticed is if you pay attention to all of the information out there, both men and women, they like to listen to shit where the finger is being pointed at everybody else but them. It's the other gender's fault. It's society's fault. It's because of this reason or that reason. And that's very comfortable to not have to never make any changes in your life, to never have to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself that you're the reason why your life sucks. You're the reason why no one wants to fuck with you seriously. You're the reason. And it's all of these things that where people are being coddled and saying, hey, it ain't your fault, man. It ain't you. These women ain't shit, man. You know, it's social media, it's OnlyFans, it's Instagram, it's all of these different things where women can do these things that they couldn't used to do, and now men are suffering. And it's like, no, at the end of the day, it's a fact that there are men who don't have trouble with women. It's a fact that men exist that don't have trouble with women. It's also a fact that there are men out here that have a lot of issues with women. And what they have to realize is if there is a group of men that aren't having trouble with women, what are they doing right and what am I doing wrong? And guys don't want to admit that they're doing something wrong. And I'm not saying that because I believe there's a small group of women out here that ain't shit, and they're going to be ain't shit chicks to every dude. It's a small group though, but the larger population of women, they're always going to conduct themselves based on the man that's in front of them. Based on how they perceive that man, they're always going to make adjustments in how they behave with that man based on who they think that man is. If they think you weak, they're going to treat you a certain way. If they think you're not to be trifled with, and they actually rather enjoy you and they want to be a part of your life, and they understand they got to conduct themselves in a certain way to have access to you, they're going to do that.
Exactly. You got to conduct yourself like a wise man once said at the New York seminar. It's about your behaviors. All right. 610-610. You're on live with Manhood is a Skill Set Show. We got K-Zach and J. Roman and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, how you guys doing? K-Zach and Miles, J. Roman. What's going on?
What's up? What's up, man?
What up?
Yeah, this 32 years old from Pittsburgh.
All right.
My name is Jay.
What up, Jay? How can we help you, bro?
Yeah. So just had a quick question. So I did an approach yesterday, and I told the young lady to come here, and she was walking. You know, she came to me or whatever. I was like, "What's your name?" She said, "Why?" Right. I was like, "'Cause I want to give you the opportunity to meet a real one."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, and she asked again. She said, "Why?" And at that point, I just said, "You know what? Never mind."
Right.
I just went about my way.
Okay.
So I was just like, I know it was a show yesterday you and Lucario did, and this was after. I actually approached her before, and right after that, I saw your show with Lucario and how you were saying, making it harder for females
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. So I was just trying to see, just going through diagnosis to see, if that was the right thing to do. Because I ain't never do nothing like that before. Because I usually would just try to, stick around and try to, try to get her attention and just basically bargain with her.
Caller, brother. Caller, can you hear me? This is Zach. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Zach.
Okay. Real quick. I know there's a delay. Let me get this shit off so I can pass it to J. Roman and Miles. Here's the problem with a lot of guys, right? Is you don't know what disrespect looks like, right? And the reason why you don't know what disrespect look like, because you never respected yourself, right? What I mean by that is this: if you're trying to talk to a woman and you're being pleasant, right? You're not saying anything fucked up. You're not being rude yourself. You're being pleasant, and a woman, you're asking a woman's name, and she's like, "Why?" The first time she said why, you should have been like, "Hey, you have a great day," and walk off. What you were trying to do is get past that bullshit ass exterior she threw up. That's what you were trying to do. And the reason why you're doing that is because in many cases, either it's a pride thing or an ego thing, and or it could be maybe you think she's so fucking pretty, you just gotta have her, right? And you just gotta have her, and because you're maybe used to being disrespected by women, and you don't understand that that's what you're experiencing. Maybe you think it's normal for women to play hard to get, for women to make it a challenge just to get a fucking name. You know what I'm saying? And that's not normal. It's not normal. So you need, because you're asking, even now you're asking, was that the right thing to do? Which was basically to step off and leave her alone. Hell yeah, it was the right thing to do. So, and the funny part is, she showed you exactly what you was gonna get. So the first time you asked the name and she was like, "Why?" and then you persisted in trying to talk to her, and she gave you why some more. So you're already showing you she's a difficult chick. So you got damn right it was the right thing to do. Y'all got it.
Thank you.
Caller, what were you unsure of to make you ask this question?
I just felt like I when she's like, "Why?" The other, I was just thinking about all the times where, I heard you guys saying, you got to know the why, right? You got to know the why you approaching a female, right? So in my mind, it was just like, all right, well, she just want to know why, right?
No. Stop right there. You see, when we tell you that you have to know the why, what we're telling you is that as a man, you have to understand your purpose and your reason for doing anything. You understand? A bitch asking you why has nothing to do with that. Because when we say you got to know your why, that is for you to know. That is never for a bitch to question you.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I need to stop. I need everybody to see what's going on right here. We told you information for yourself to follow as a man. And what did you do, caller? You put the power in the hands of the fucking bitch, the strange bitch that you don't know from nowhere. You're putting the power of reason into her just because she used the same fucking word.
Yeah.
That's so wrong, my brother. That is wrong on so many levels.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm glad I'm able to, you know, identify it.
Of course,
You know,
of course. And that's a beautiful
forward,
thing.
you know, try to make some improvements.
That's a beautiful thing. See, let me tell you, you're only, how many women did you speak to after that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, none.
Exactly. That was your only mistake, brother. That was your only mistake.
Yeah.
Because bro, it's all about a numbers game. A woman like that who gives you difficulty, she's just letting you know in not so many words that she's not really fucking with you, but she's seeing how far you will go in order to get on her good side. And if she sees that you're willing to go the extra mile to get on her good side in the face of her showing you that she doesn't really fuck with you like that, then she knows how far she can manipulate you. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. I see, like, when I said, all right, have a good day, she had a puzzled, like, she was, like, looking like she was kind of surprised. Like, she was like, damn, now you gave, like, kind of like, you gave up kind of quick and shit.
No, you know, that's what you wanted to believe. That's what you wanted to believe. Who knows the reason why she had a puzzled look on the face? She may have had a puzzled look on the face because she thought you was a lame and she thought she was going to get you. She thought she was going to get you to talk to her further and then manipulate you. That's probably why she had the puzzled look on her face.
Yeah. Yeah,
bro. A woman.
It wasn't like a bad look or anything. Like she, you know, when she stepped away or whatever like that. You know, because this was, you know, at the supermarket or whatnot. So she was on the line in the grocery store or whatever. And I saw her corner of her eye, like, just staring at me.
Caller, listen.
Like
Caller, listen. Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a conversation or interaction with a woman that you know for damn sure was feeling you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she act like this bitch?
Nah.
Okay. That's your answer right there, bro. That's it.
Right.
That's it. The fact of the matter is, you know the difference. You can look back in your life and you can know the difference between a woman that's feeling you and a woman that's trying to be difficult. So why would you want to fuck with the woman that's trying to be difficult? Why would you want to even think in your mind to give her the second chance, to even give her time and space in your mind rent free, bro? Why?
You're right.
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
Let me ask you a question.
That's the problem I'm having. That's the problem I have.
No. Hold. Here it is. How bad was this bitch, bro? How bad was she?
I say from 1 to 10, I say like a 9, bro.
Ooh, she was bad, right? Yeah, nigga. Yeah, that's why you was telling yourself all that fucking bullshit.
She cooked for you? Did she cook for you? Yeah. Did she
I mean, she was pretty.
Okay, so one, you got me with the 1 through 10 because you actually said it.
Caller, you know what's so funny?
Because it's like she didn't cook for you, she didn't do nothing for you. How these women get such a high rating? Even if I was going through the 1 through 10, how do they get such a high rating and not doing anything to you but saying why?
Because these little niggas give bitches credit just off they looks.
Just why? You know, she said why 2 times and you gave her a 9.
The beauty is in the duty.
The
beauty is in the duty.
Anyway.
Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, but how do you get over that habitual behavior? Because that's a habit. You see, I automatically, when he asked me that, I just answered. It was just automatic. I didn't even think about it.
Value yourself.
Yeah,
value yourself. Value yourself.
Like that whole why thing is funny.
Caller, let me ask the caller a question. Let me ask the caller a real quick question. Caller, in a history of mankind, has a woman's exterior beauty ever did anything worthwhile for a man? Just on the strength of how she looks alone. Has that ever did anything worthwhile for a man?
No.
Exactly. The only look, let me tell you something. The only true value that beauty has is if you can monetize it. That's the only true value
Right.
that beauty has, is if you monetize it. Now, if you saw a quote unquote bad chick and you said you got OnlyFans and she said no, and you said, look, I can be your manager, your videographer, your photographer, I can make it happen. And she said yes, and you were able to make some money off the fact that she's pretty, then you can say maybe there's some value attached to her beauty because you're able to monetize it. But if a woman's beauty does nothing for you other than the fact you like looking at that bitch, come on, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, just because a woman is pretty or looks good, that doesn't guarantee she can suck a good dick. That doesn't guarantee she gonna fuck you like you like.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah. So how do you get over the habitual patterns though? Because that's very habitual.
Well, you're on your start because it only took you 2 whys to counsel her and say, you know what, nah, this is not gonna be cool. You know, because she said why, and you said, oh, I want to know your name or something like that, and then she said why again, and you're like, that's okay. You know, have a good day. So you know, you got to keep building on that and going from there. You know what I'm saying? Because things don't. You're not gonna just pop out because you were worried about, man. Because I know you're worried. Your worry was, did I say something clever enough? I didn't have anything clever enough to say.
Yeah,
to respond to that second why.
Too early. Did I give up too early,
You
bro?
know, did I give up? Yeah, for that why. And the thing is, why would you even? My job is not to mature you. Right. So if you're standing there, you're coming as a man to a woman saying, what's up? You know, and she's playing why? Is that really somebody that you feel like the maturity is there? Like, I just asked you your name and we're already starting this little why thing. I'd rather you just say, hey, I'm not going to give you my name. And I'll say, all right, cool. You have a good one. But the maturity level is something I'm attracted to and you don't have it. Right. So because you're automatically playing games, your job is not to raise or mature them. So can they rock with you the way you like it? And if they cannot, then that's it. And once you get to that point, you're not going to be the beauty means nothing. Like I mean, just think about, have you ever had a beautiful girlfriend before? You ever had like a real sexy 9 before?
No.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. I have, right? Because that's what I wanted.
That's what it is.
Because she's with me and that's how I looked at her. She is my 10, my 9, whatever I'm gonna go look at her. That's how I looked at her, right? So, you know, and I don't care what anybody else says. We was cool when we was rocking, so that's a 9 or 10 for me. So,
okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, well,
my thing is, you was into somebody. It didn't care what she looked like. You was into her. You was into that girl. Y'all was boyfriend, girlfriend, holding hands. You sound like somebody that was wearing matching clothes and everything. You was into her, right? So the thing is, you know very well it's not just about looks, because at the end of the day, did you get treated right? What did she do? Did she add to you? If there's any value there? You know, saying how things went. The looks at the end of the day didn't matter because y'all did not stay together, right? You're not with her. So you thought she was pretty. At the end of the day, none of that mattered. And I never forget, when I was younger, my pops told me, he said, you see that pretty girl over there? I was like, yeah. He goes, there's somebody tired of fucking her. And right then I understood that it's not about this moment, right? It is not about this moment. It's the continuous interaction between us.
Right.
What holds that value for me? And that's the part that is missing when you automatically like, oh, she was a 9, homie. She was a 10. Well, what did she do? Well, she told me why twice.
Right. Now, my other question is, real quick before I let you guys go, is, you know, how do you, all right, so there have been times where everything you guys are saying, it clicks, right? And, you know, basically everything is clicking and I'm on point and I feel good and everything like that. Everything is 100. And then at times it's just like, like damn, you know what I'm saying? How do you remain consistent? Like just day to day.
Practice. Practice. You see the way you said, you see the way after that situation with the chick happened that you ain't talked to no other chicks after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need more practice, bro. You need way more practice.
So just keep putting myself out there, basically.
Yeah, go meet women, bro. Go meet women. Don't call it cold approach. Don't just go out there and meet women, bro. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Go out there and meet women. Find events. Go downtown. Walk around. If you like to go to the bar, go to the bar. You see a chick. Even if you see a couple, right? Even if you see a couple, say what's up to them. If you see a man and a woman together and you look at the woman and it's like, yo, she kind of bad though, go up to them and be like, hey, how y'all doing tonight? And then your first question should be, other than how y'all doing tonight, is how do y'all know each other? Because a lot of times y'all niggas be assuming that that's they nigga. A lot of times it's not so. You go up to them, hey, how y'all doing tonight? Oh yeah, we chilling. We doing all right. It's a pretty nice night. Word, how y'all know each other? Oh, this is my friend from work. Once a nigga say that shit, it's a wrap. You understand? Then you say to this nigga, hey man, hey, you know what? Do me a favor, bro. You mind if I borrow her for a second? You get what I'm saying? You take her like 3 steps in the other direction. You put your bid in, whatever you got to do. Give her the phone number or have her text you, whatever it is. And then you say, hey, it was really nice meeting y'all. Y'all have a great night. And everything that needs to be said, you say it to her. But this is the type of situations that y'all niggas don't take part. Y'all don't really take advantage of because y'all so afraid. Y'all so afraid to just go out and meet people, bro. But I'm telling you, you see a group, you see a man and a woman chilling together. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing tonight? It's a really nice night, man. Don't you just love this bar? How y'all know each other? Oh, yeah, this just my cousin. Oh, this my brother. Oh, this my... But of course, if they say that's my lady, that's my wife, cool. Hey, don't you just love this bar? What's your favorite drink on the menu? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, this downtown area is really coming up, man. It's been crazy. Mad construction everywhere. Yo, it's literal regular shit you could say to anybody. But the bottom line is, number one, you're increasing your experience points. You're getting much more sociable. You start to look at yourself. You see how you respond and react in real time in verbal conversation and so many other things. And you have the off chance of the nigga saying, oh yeah, this is just my friend from work. So you could easily, because a lot of the times when these bitches are out with their friend from work, they're really just trying to filter like whack niggas or niggas that they're not attracted to. You understand? So if you engage a man and a woman and then the reception is warm, that means you're not whack in her eyes. But if you come up to them and you say, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? And the reception is weak or she's ignoring you or not paying attention to you, then you have your answer. You understand? But you come up to 2 people and you say, a man and a woman, and you say, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? And both of them is like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yes. Wonderful evening tonight, blah, blah, blah. How you guys know each other? Oh, yeah, we just, we co-workers and stuff. We just came out for a couple of drinks after work and stuff. It's everything is in the palm of your hands. Nigga, you could even shoot your shot right in front of the nigga because he's just the nigga from work. You don't even need to pull it to the side. You understand what I'm saying? If you know what you're doing. But what I'm saying is exposure therapy. Put yourself into situations to get what you want. Y'all niggas is not taking advantage of these type of situations. And that little tidbit I just gave niggas is easy game. Bro, I did that shit when I was in Mexico, bro. Let me tell you something. Mad bitches be going on vacation and they bring one lame nigga. They be in the club and he's basically like the bodyguard. So if they get a little bit too drunk, they have a man around them to protect them. But the only thing you got to do is walk up to the nigga and extend your hand. Get a nigga a pound. Hey, what's up, homie? How you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Yo, how you know all these beautiful women, man? You the man. You got all these chicks around you. Stroke his ego a little bit, pause, and then it's easy from there on. And then you just pick and choose which one of the bitches is giving you the flavor, and then that's it, bro. But y'all niggas, yeah. As soon as y'all see multiple people, yo, Miles, yo, sir, how do you engage people in groups? This is how you do it. You say what's up and ask, how do y'all know each other? People love to explain the story of how they know. Oh yeah, this is my homegirl, and we out here celebrating her birthday. And this one is over here. She's engaged to be married, but that one over there, she's the single one. And yo, you'll be surprised how much fucking information you get from these people. Then you take that information and use it to your fucking advantage. But so many of y'all niggas is just sitting over there on the wall like,
yeah, all right,
like niggas is just scared, bro. Get out there and meet people. Yo, spring is coming up, bro. There's not gonna be cold for much longer. Y'all niggas better get this shit together
and have fun.
Have fun,
and,
yeah.
And we're gonna go back to you standing in line and you're talking to her, right? And so after she said why, and you was like, all right, she had to finish her order, right, and then leave, right? So there was a moment you guys are just sitting in silence, right?
Yeah, like I was like directly across on the other. I was on the other line and whatnot.
Oh, okay,
And,
okay. So she's still doing her thing.
There was a moment, but she was checking me out. Well, I could see from corner of my eyes, like that she was staring at me or whatnot.
Well, what I'm gonna say is everything that Miles was saying, right? If that was you and you was doing that type of stuff, that first why, you had already knew I'm cutting you off. This ain't nothing I'm gonna be dealing with. But at the same time, you might have continued the conversation already knowing this is not going anywhere. Just to talk.
Okay.
Why? But because I'm practicing on somebody I really want.
I got a question.
It's every conversation doesn't have to be the one where it's like,
right?
Yeah, serious. Like there's sometimes I communicate with some ladies I know I don't want their number at all. There's nothing. I don't want their number at all. It's not that they don't look good. It's just that I don't want your number. I don't want your number. I'm here. We standing in line. What's up? How you doing? Cool. Oh, okay. What you plan on doing today? And I know they're sitting there talking to me. And I've always had a personality where people want to talk to me. I don't know what it is. It's just they like talking to me. So I'm sitting there. We talking it up, and then I'm out. I'm out. There's no need to.
It's them glasses. They like looking at their image in your glasses, dog. Like the mirror.
I'm telling you, guys, he ain't lying. I saw this in Vegas, bro. I saw this in Vegas. Yo, he basically verbally had the reception chick at the hotel where we threw the convention, the seminar. He had her verbally hemmed up. This bitch could not stop laughing. She was whatever Jay Roman wanted to do, she was ready. Trust me. And shout out to Unique79 for the 20-pound super chat. He says, practice makes perfect, but practice also makes permanent. And if you are making the same mistakes over and over again, you risk keeping yourself in that position on a permanent basis if you don't find any solutions. Exactly.
But so crazy, Miles? The mission was to get food in that back room because they said we couldn't get food in the back room. Yeah, we couldn't order.
Right.
So the whole time I'm talking to her and, we're gathering up, I'm getting free food, free coffee. But the thing is, next thing you know, what got delivered in the back room? All the food. The same room they said that we couldn't have food in. So that was the mission. The mission had nothing to do with her per se. It's just that, hey, my group is hungry. We need some food. Can we get some? Well, you're not supposed to really order and come, back there and what? Oh, okay, that's what they say. Oh, what's your name? Who do I need to talk to? Who I need to shake a leg with to get some food back there?
Right.
And then it went from there. So it don't always have to be this, like the whole show. Your relationship with sex creates a warped sense of reality. Your relationship with sex is a domino effect of your relationship with women, right? Which creates this reality where you have to get at the woman. I don't have to get at her. There could be another mission in hand that I'm dealing with.
Right.
It doesn't have to be about sex. It doesn't have to be about this number thing or anything like that. And at the end of the day, shit, it's just practice all over again.
All of it. Yep. All of it.
That girl said, why the cash register out of? Because blah, blah, blah. I'm not after your number anymore. You're no longer attractive to me.
Right.
Because of that first why. And so I can say outlandish stuff at this moment just to see if it lands, and then I'm still walking away.
Right. Exactly.
All right.
So yeah, man, have a good time, man. Have a good time. Be creative with it, because like you said, you could have turned it into a whole nother type of conversation. You know what I'm saying? You could have turned it into a whole nother type of conversation. You could have asked us some weird question, or be like, oh, tell me if you like this joke. Two guys walk into a bar and then blah, blah, blah. Like, you could make up anything you want. I heard there's this thing. This guy was saying that telling stories is always a good thing. So you could learn how to make up bullshit stories as you go along. You understand? Like, oh, who was I listening to? Oh, it was that I forgot who I was listening to, but it was this thing where the guy was explaining that you can tell a story and then attach the context of the story to the woman. So he was explaining how he was like, hey, he said he was talking about how he was having a conversation with a chick. And then he was like, did I tell you about my friend Steve? And she was like, nah, you didn't tell me about, nah. I mean, it's the first time you're meeting a bitch. So of course you didn't, right? So you could be like, all right, look, let me tell you about my friend Steve. So my friend Steve, he got this wife, right? And her name is Sarah. And Sarah, she starts to talk, she loves being with Steve, and they do this and they do that. And then her and Steve, they always talk about their fantasies. And then every time they talk about their fantasies, she starts talking about how she loves when he uses whipped cream and strawberries in the bedroom. And then sometimes they do this thing where they lay flower petals all around the bed, and then they light candles, and you could just keep talking like that. And her mind will start to, even though you're talking about an imaginary nigga named Steve and his imaginary wife named Sarah, guess where her mind is at? She's thinking about whipped cream, strawberries, candles, rose petals, hotel rooms, all this type of shit. And you're talking about imaginary fucking people. So the next thing you know, the next thing you know, by the end of the conversation, she just might want your number. Just because of the way you articulated the story and how you made her feel in the conversation. But again, these type of things that I'm talking about come with practice. You don't just do that the first time you go out. You see what I'm saying? So you got to put yourself in a situation. All right.
And because she said why.
So basically, was it the right thing or was it not?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro.
Bro,
what I said to you was that you didn't talk.
Niggas asking that question.
You're still caught on this one bitch who you thought was a 9. It's not about her, bro. It's not about her, because you could shut her down and then take the energy of wanting to interact with other females and meet other women. That's what you're not getting. You're still stuck on this one bitch. After this whole you still stuck on this one bitch. Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Bro, okay, caller. What you need to understand is there are going to be some women that just don't want you. There's nothing you can say. There's no charisma, no smoothness, no mouthpiece, no amount of money. You can even whip your dick out. There's nothing you can do. There are some chicks where there's nothing you can do but just say, all right, shorty ain't with it. And just step on. You talking about, did I do the right? See, that tells me that you still don't know what it means to actually respect yourself and how to actually deal with women that respect you, and for you to really, truly know what it looked like, because it probably in your mind, you probably thinking a woman being rude is par for the course. Well, if I'm going to deal with a beautiful woman, sometimes I just got to, expect that certain things are not always going to be smooth, but as long as I get that pussy, I'm willing to take on the bullshit. You sound like one of them niggas. Where you're willing to put up with some bullshit, you're willing to compromise and sacrifice your dignity and your honor, so as long as you can get some pussy out of it. Caller, is that you, nigga? You one of them?
No.
So bottom line, sir, yes,
are you
did
sure?
right. You should have did it sooner, though. You should have did it sooner.
Right.
You should have did it after the first why. And I apologize. I was giving you some advanced course,
Okay, yeah,
level thing where even though that first why let me know you ain't into me. And so at this moment, I can say whatever, I can joke with you, I could do whatever. But at the end of the day, when she gets that feeling and kind of looking to wondering if I'm gonna ask for a number, I'm not, because that first why was so immature to me that I ain't feeling you.
Right.
Right. So it doesn't really matter what happens after that first why. It's just,
Right.
you know, you came to her respectful. Hey, what's your name? Why? That's okay. You know, now I might not say that's okay. I might joke and say something. Hey, I seen your face. I was wondering if that bad attitude was really real. You know, I don't know. You know, whatever you say is whatever you say. But the thing is, even if you turn it around, right? Because you're thinking if I say something clever enough and continue to say something clever enough, it's going to turn her attitude around and she's going to want me. She's going to give me the number.
Right.
So you're ignoring the sign of that first why. And that's what a lot of guys do. They ignore those signs that's been telling them, nope, this ain't the one. Nah, she's not really into you. Next thing you know, you're out having dinner and paying for a dinner for a woman that's not really into you.
Right. Exactly.
You understand that? So yeah, that first why let you know everything.
Exactly. And like Lucario says, you can ask me questions, but don't question me. And when she said why, she was questioning you. All right, caller.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate you guys. I'll give you a call next week. I'll give you an update, the progress.
All right, perfect, man. Perfect. All right, take it easy, brother. Have a good day. All right, we got 929. You're on live with the Manhood is a Skill Set show with K Zag and J Roman and Miles. Name, age, city. How can we help you? Go ahead. 929. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 24, New York. My name Marcus.
All right.
So what y'all was talking about was like application, right?
Okay.
Now, I've been having trouble like being consistent, applying myself, just like as an all-around thing, because I noticed that it translates to other things. So, like, how do I work on? I've been trying to practice as much as I can, but I still kind of have issues where I'll be on top of it one day, and then something will happen. Like I probably take an L or something.
Caller.
So, yeah.
Caller. This is what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you lack confidence. A man with confidence, a man with a plan, a decisive man knows exactly what he wants to do, and he sets out and he does it. Because you were talking about application. The only people that have a problem applying things in their life are people who aren't self-assured. They're not certain that they're doing the right thing. They're always second guessing themselves. Very indecisive, procrastinator types. Is that you, caller? That sound like you?
Nah, I'm not a procrastinator, but like say for instance, I want to play basketball, right? My goal for the day is like, okay, the second I get the ball, I'm shooting. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care what's going on around me. This is what I said I'm gonna do for the day. I'll play. Next thing you know, I start going back on what I said that I was gonna do for myself. Like this is a promise that I make to myself. Like things like that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Or like the things around me will have me hesitant. Or like,
Right.
You know
How old are you
I've
again?
always struggled
How
with
old are you again, caller? How old are you again?
24.
24. All right, you still kind of young. What I'm hearing you say is that you don't have a focus and you don't have enough discipline. That's what's really going on with you, bro. You understand? Because you say you're gonna do one thing, and then when the opportunity presents itself, you do something else because you allow the environment or you allow other things to change your directive. Okay, it just takes practice, bro. It just takes practice for you to stay focused and do what the hell you said you was gonna do. And I would say to get coaching, maybe go to masculineidentitymembership.com or go to manhoodisaskillset.com. But you need coaching, bro, because you're a young cat and you need to learn how to stay focused on whatever it is you say you're trying to do.
Yeah, because I have moments, just random days where I'm just laser.
Yeah,
focused.
exactly. That
Like,
random shit. That random shit don't work, bro. That random shit don't work. That random shit don't work because life ain't the life. If you're a man and you living life on random, then that ain't no real life.
Yeah. So, because I had situations where I surprised myself.
Caller, this is how I know you don't have no sense of direction.
And that day, I'm like, no, it's straight focus. And then the next day, I'm expecting, okay, I was focused yesterday. And then I don't know.
Caller.
That's why I be confused.
Caller, real quick. This is how I know you don't have no sense of direction. Caller, listen. You don't have no sense of direction because you said you were lazy. People who procrastinate are lazy because you got something you could be doing right now, you just elect not to do it, either because you think you have time to do it or you think the importance of it isn't there. So procrastination and laziness goes hand in hand oftentimes.
I mean, I think I just be like scared of something, but I don't really know where it comes from. You know?
I think that right now that you got some great answers for your question, right? And the thing is, it's all about your consistency. You said some days I do things great, and another day I don't. That's where the discipline and the consistency needs to come in, right? And so when you're working out, right, you know, there's days you don't feel like going to the gym, but you just go. You just tell yourself, just go to the gym. Now you get there, it might not be the best workout, but it's still it's a workout.
Exactly.
You know, and then after a while, that workout, you know, as you're in there, you'll start to kind of focus on stuff that you're doing. And then your body says, hey man, let's just get out of here. But you know, hey, I did something, I was there, I had to do, and you had a good workout still. You know, my thing is a lot of times you're your own holdup because you're trying to find reasoning for not being consistent when the only reason is you're not consistent. You need to go ahead and get up and do what you said you're going to do. I had this saying I wrote down on my board. It says, I don't have to do everything. I just have to do what I said I was going to do today. And so a lot of times we look at this bigger picture and it overwhelms us when the focus needs to be what you're going to do today. And then after that day ends, what am I going to do the next day? And you keep doing that. Now, I'm not saying you don't have a big picture in mind because you have a big goal that you're going to. Everything is going to be aligned up to that goal, but you only tackle what you said you were going to tackle that day. And you keep going to keep yourself consistent.
Exactly. All right, caller.
Plan out your life.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Do what you can, but be consistent about doing it, right? You know, do something, do a little bit every day. Like holla at these bitches every day, man. You know what I'm saying? You a young cat. I'm sure you run into chicks a lot, bro. So at least promise yourself to holla at 2 a day if you can't get to 20. You feel me?
All
right, bro. All right, take it easy, man. I'm gonna kill these lines, man, because we on OT. Woo! All right, Kelly Moore says, "Yo, Zach, Jr. Miles."
Okay, we got 2 quick questions.
As you grow,
the first question is,
go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
What? No, it's a delay. Go ahead, finish it, Miles.
All right, yo, Zach, Jr. Miles. As you grow as a man, is it okay to allow long-term friends back into your life after they disrespect you, especially after knowing that disrespect was my own fault for allowing? Go ahead, Zach.
Okay, let me answer it real quick. Me personally, your life will always be a revolving door for people, whether it be friends, families, females, co-workers, whatever. People are going to come and go. Some people are going to be there for a reason or a season. What you should be doing is learning about yourself, learning about your patience levels, your ability to be patient, learning about your ability to be tolerant of certain things, or maybe not so tolerant of other things. So you can use all of those things as stepping stones or learning or lessons learned, rather. But my thing is, if you disrespect me in such a way where I'm not fucking with you no more, chances are I won't fuck with you ever again.
Yeah,
I got it.
My thing is this. I feel I believe that as a man, you should always be moving forward in most relationships. So if somebody betrays your trust, there's really no reason to go back. Now, if you run into these people and you want to be cordial, that's fine. But to actually put them back in the same position that they were in before, that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. You understand? So if I see you, hey, I'll even dap you up and say, how you been, man? How's your family? How's your moms? How's your pops? Okay, cool. That's what's up, man. Hey, man, good to see you, man. You take care. Be safe. But if they want to be like, yo, let me get your number, man. Maybe we can hang out. Nah, I'm good. You know, I'm kind of busy right now. You know, I got a lot of things going on and I'm going to keep it moving. just be cordial, bro. Like what, bro? Let me tell you something. As men, we don't really need friends. I know that sounds crazy, but as a man, you don't need friends. Like what y'all don't understand about the purpose of a man is that the purpose of a man is such a huge fucking thing that unless you're in my life to help me with my purpose, you don't need to be in my fucking life. This is what y'all don't understand about the purpose and the value of a man. When you're a man that knows your reason for being alive, when you know the reason that God put you in this motherfucker, all you got to do is fulfill that shit. Because when you, as a man, when you speak directly to God. You don't need none of these niggas called friends. These other human beings, these other, shout out to Steve, surface dwellers. You don't need these niggas, bro. So all of this, can I allow them back in my life? For what? Notice, they left your life. You made it to where you are now without them. So why the fuck do I need you now? Don't do it. Don't do it. Like I said, when you see them, you can be cordial. You can even friend them on Facebook if you want to, just so you can, keep the lines of communications open to be cordial. But you don't need to put them back in the same position they was in at all.
I'm gonna be a little different.
Nope.
I'm loyal to the soil.
Please do.
So I agree with both of you guys. My thing is there's a difference between disrespect, disagreements, and disbelief of the truth that was told you. And if you sitting here saying that it's your fault, is it something that was said as far as somebody told you the truth about yourself and you felt disrespected, like in an emotion, and that's why you cut them off? Or was it true disrespect? Because to me, I'm with Zag and Miles. If it's true disrespect, then hey, bro, you go on your way, because my friend wouldn't really truly disrespect me. So if he told me something I didn't agree with, or I was kind of in disbelief because it was swallowing a truth pill, sometimes your true friends be like, hey, bro, you the one fucking up, and this is why. And it's hard sometimes for people to swallow that, so they feel disrespected. If it's that situation, that's something different. But if it's true disrespect, then kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Have a good life, brother.
Right.
Don't wish you no harm, but hey, we can't rock.
Right.
All right. That's the last question. Almost done.
Okay.
This is the last question right here. AJ Leno says, is there any point that it's fine for you to set up a date where it's more convenient for the chick, since she don't drive, or it don't matter at all once you got a place or two? Never do that. Hell no. Strictly on my terms.
She got to make the effort to come see me. I don't give a fuck what it is. She got to make the effort to come see me. Because once we have an agreement and the quote unquote relationship or whatever you want to call it begins, you expect me to go out of my way forever to come see you? Fuck out of here. Like it doesn't work that way.
I didn't have somebody hop on a train for 8 hours.
Let me say this.
Exactly.
Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick before we bounce. First and foremost, this is what men need to understand. When you very first meet women, you need to set the tone.
Facts.
Right? You need to set the boundaries and the parameters for how things are going to be going forward. If you're already making concessions and accommodations for a chick who ain't even earned it, you don't even know if you even want to fuck this woman really yet. You know what I'm saying? But you're already making concessions, and I don't give a fuck if she don't drive. She can catch an Uber, catch a cab, whatever. Her not driving ain't got shit to do with me. That's not my problem. No, my thing is, if I set up a date, it's gonna be convenient for me. And if the woman wants to see me, then she gonna see me how I'm setting it up. If she got a problem with the venue, she got a problem where the location or whatever, then all that really means is maybe her and I don't need to do a date at all. Then that's all that means to me. Y'all got it.
Facts. Fact. Yeah. Go ahead, Jay.
No, you know what? I'm kind of going through the Rolodex of, what I have done, because I want to keep it funky, keep it a buck. And my thing is, I had people hop on a train, come see me 8 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
I've drove some distance to come hang with some ladies, but you know, it was all talked about, discussed, and it wasn't just for convenience because I wanted to do it though. You know, and I think there's a difference when you're doing something just for her convenience instead of you wanting to do it. You know, for me, I went through a moment. My city was kind of you know, I was kind of known a little bit, so I did like meeting people out of town and going out of town to visit them. Plus, I didn't want them coming into town. So, you know, there's purpose and reasons on things I was doing, but at the same time, it wasn't just for her convenience. It was part of my program at the time.
Right. Let me tell you something. I love when I'm on a date because I live in the downtown area and I go to a spot 2 blocks from my house. That's like my spot that I bring dates. And you don't know how much I love telling the chick, oh yeah, I just walked 2 blocks to come here tonight. And I love when they say, yeah, I got off after work and I had to rush home and shower and get dressed. And then I had to drive like 45 minutes to get here. And I love just being like, yeah, my house is 2 blocks that way. I love that shit. Just to let her know, you coming to see me. The fuck are we talking about? What? You don't know, and I don't say it to show off that I live downtown. I say it to show off that I didn't put out that much effort. You put out the effort to come see me. Fuck are we talking about, bro? Come on, man. I mean, not to mention I'm downtown and I got a beautiful view of the city. How bad you want to come see it? You better cooperate, bitch. Like, what are we talking about? No, don't ever do anything for the convenience of the woman. She is seeking out your masculine energy. Guys, healthy masculine energy is at a premium. Let the woman seek you out. You the one that's going to be her leader, her protector. If she makes it that far, you're going to be her leader, her protector, her provider, her source of confidence, and her connection to fucking God, bro. You are going to be those things. So what are we talking about? You're going to be the one that's going to put the seed in her for her to upgrade to the level of mother. You're the one that's going to put the ring on her finger to upgrade to the level of wife. So you damn right you should come and see me. Fuck, I got to make it convenient for you for. Because the thing, once you get with the woman, you're gonna end up just by default make it convenient for her for the rest of her fucking life if she's able to last that long.
Well, I'll add this. I'll add this as well. Y'all got to make women invest. Y'all got to. My thing is, you're setting up the date. You're paying for the date. You're doing the footwork to set everything up. The least she can do is invest the car drive. Yeah, she might have to stop and get some gas. All right, so what? Right? What's her level of investment? The mere fact that you're trying to make it more convenient for her, you're trying to make everything easy for her. What that tells me is you want to fuck so bad, you don't want to put up no situation that's going to interfere with you fucking. And my thing is, I don't care about fucking that bad. Like Miles is saying, I'm gonna set up a situation. Yeah, you might feel like that. By the ways, you know, how was your drive? Was it a good drive? You know, was it scenic? You know, hey, was there a car accident? Goddamn, girl. At the end of the day, the investment you want again. If a woman is really interested in seeing you, she will drive to you. Even though deep down inside, she might feel like, oh, I don't want to drive to see this nigga. She might be like, but I really want to see this nigga though.
I'm just saying. I
got it, man.
Take the train.
We a super overtime,
take the
man.
bus.
Bro, I have chicks drive from another town just to come to my downtown area, and then at the end of the day, guess what they doing? They drive me home. I walk them I be polite, the polite nigga, and I walk them to their car, and then they drive me home. You understand? So I don't even have to walk the 2 blocks, nigga. What? Nigga, stop. Nigga, stop. But anyway,
it's very comfy. My situation is very comfy.
My situation is beautiful. Comfort. You got to get up to my level.
On that note, man. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and do that, Miles.
Yes, sir. Hit that QR code and order your soap, guys. All right.
Straighten it up a little bit. You had it angled. You had it angled.
Oh yeah, I was straightening it up a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Bam. All right. So thanks. So guys, shout out to Zach for having us, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to Jay Roman. Shout out to everybody in the chat and all the callers, man. God willing, we'll be here next Saturday. Yeah, man. Manhood is a skill set show in full effect. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for Real Game No Theory at 12 noon, featuring Mr. 1950, Steve the Dean, K Zagan, Mr. Lucario, and myself. And yeah, man, appreciate y'all.
We out. Hit the like button. Like, share.